Ah! Ah, bikini bottom. Alright, we are going to kill the gargoyles. But before I go kill the gargoyles, I remember last time I'm going to farm for the Balder side sword, so I have a better rapier to use. Or I can dual wield rapiers, whichever one it turns out to be. Because either way, 2 rapiers is better than 1. Or it's also better than 1 and a knife, but I don't know. I want some drip. I don't want to drown. Oh yeah, no problem, man. My father was gonna drop him off, but he had to go drop off him to someone else, so I just did it. Yeah, I hope you enjoy them. They're homegrown. Also, this is like the first Dark Souls stream I've done in a while. Who is this? Trevison? Nah, I'm good. Oh, okay. This guy even... Excuse me, sir, you're supposed to be taking a lot more damage. That is not a woman. Was that a phantom? Oh shit! Okay. Oh, I'm gonna summon Tresvian. Alright, survive and outlast. We have an enemy phantom. Tresvian, help! Whoa! This is a goddamn soul level 1 invader! What is this bullshit? Okay, so, James, just so you know, in this game, PvP and summoning is based on soul level. So if your soul level falls within a certain range from other people's soul levels, you are allowed to essentially just invade anybody or be summoned by anybody in your soul level. So people do this little funny thing called soul level 1 invasions, where they just go through the entire game at level 1. And then we get shit like that, which was probably, I think that's like the most powerful PvE or PvP spell in the entire game. Oh wait, am I not? Have you guys been able to hear me at all? I really hope you have, because I was explaining soul level 1 invasions. Because that guy had a dark magic spell that one-shotted me, and he was invading in the gargoyle area. Okay, good to know, good to hear, because that was some bullshit, man. That's why I don't like playing online most of the time, but I will be playing online because I do want to do invasions later on. And not those kinds of invasions. I'm not an asshole. God, that guy's still here, isn't he? Can you invade if the person you're evading isn't human? Oh, I'm rebranding because I'm being hired as some dude. I'm being hired as one of my friends' goddamn Twitch lackey. He wants me to edit his streams. And honestly, my old one was like, I didn't like it. Oh my god! Also, Sean, I'm doing a dex build. Ah, sipping with the homies. Alright, I gotta inflict bleed again. Yeah, I do. I've done quite a bit of work in the whole video and editing stuff. I also know how to do SFM. I'm doing a dex build because I wanted to use Ricard's rapier because it's actually one of the coolest weapons in this game. Well, I got the tower shield. I don't usually get that. Don't talk to him, Sean. He hasn't played Dark Souls. He was bad at it when he told me he got stuck in the boneyard. As simple as it's not so shrimple anymore, is it? Oh shit! A hollow! Ah! Asshole. Please give me the mask. Please give me the mask. God damn it, I want that hat so much. It's so cool. Is there like a Baldur Knight down here? Yeah, there is. I wanted to farm these guys for their side sword. No! God damn it, I keep doing that thing where I try to get stabbed and I try to roll backwards, but it just makes me turn backwards and get shanked. Oh yeah, I didn't even want to kill those guys up there anyways. I'm trying to farm the Baldur side sword. So I can probably go kill the Baldur Knights and see if I grab that, because it's a nice, funny little rapier weapon. That's just, call that one the Dark Souls 3 stance, but just like for dollar store people. The dollar store stance. The dollar store weapon art, let's go. Hey, asshole. I don't understand why people like locking on so much. I only lock on if I'm doing like a mage build or like a ranged build. I don't get it. I don't like it that much. I like it before, like when I'm just like trying to stance up, but nothing else really. I don't know, it feels weird not having control of the camera. Might just be me though. I grew up on weird games anyways. I grew up on Kingdoms of Amalur. I did have COD, but I didn't play it nearly as much as some other games. God damn, this thing does 0 damage. Please, I beg you. Don't get backstabbed again. Just gulping on that Sunny D. I'm gonna backstep away from this guy so I don't get backstabbed. Shankus. Ooh, ah! Whoa, that guy went sky high. Yeah, I'm gonna unequip the rapier and put on the bandit knife in my primary once I get to the, Actually, I don't know how much the rapier does to, the gargoyles. What are you, a gorilla man? What is happening? Stop! Please! Alright, we're good. Just a bit of that orange drink. Get off of me, you pink assholes. I do like how in this game offhanded attacks still do well. I really wish that this game had power stancing. That's the best Dark Souls, or like that's the best Souls series mechanic ever, is power stancing. I am Monkus of the Jubberdunkus. Wasn't that like Monkus Jubberdunkus? Wasn't that like one of your Discord? There is no secret wall back here. Liar head. Is there? I've never actually been back here. I don't give a shit about being back here. Yeah, I don't think there would be. I feel like more people would know about it. No, I can't two-hand it. I'll see how both of these work. skipping this cutscene. I've seen it way too many times. It's a cool cutscene, though. Just take my word for it. 45 a hit, as opposed to... No, that's one-handed. 42. Okay, well, one-handed for bleed because it takes up less stamina. So 42, but I get bleed and I have a wider range. I'll just take this one for now. God damn, this range sucks. Oh yeah, no, it is. I am not beating the second gargoyle. Why? I've never seen that before. And he just did it twice. Thanks for showing off, asshole. Yeah, I'm not even gonna beat the first gargoyle. Bleed, please! I beg you! Dude, does this guy not have blood? What is this bullshit? Bleed! This thing does like 300 auxiliary! Please! There we go, finally! And you know what that means? Second boy's here. Alright, you know what? Now we switch to the rapier. And now we have fire, too. Oh, this is great, actually. Hold on. Ugh! Bait the attack. Heal. I'm a god warrior! I am God's strongest clown! What are you waddling for, asshole? Oh, I win this. I win this so easily. I am a god warrior! Dude, let's go. Hold on, where is it? Point down. Let's goddamn go. I did not deserve that in the slightest. That was... that was not a match I was meant to win. That was a scripted loss, and I showed it to them. Hell yeah, dude. Dex builds are the best. That took so long. That was the longest gargoyle fight I've ever had. I am the gorilla of the woods. Ask me your questions now. Where is my power coming from? Also, do you like my rebranding as the clown refuted? God gives his funniest jokes to his gives his funniest jokes to his goofiest clowns. Get me out of here. Oh my god. .30 dexterity, let's go. Alright. Now is when we farm for about like 10 minutes to see if I can grab the boulder side sword, and if not, I'm gonna give up. Draugr Ball Z. The restless Draugr Gravelord versus Vegeta. God gives his worst scaling to his strongest dex levelers. Hey, asshole! Hey, Lois, remember that time I failed the parry? You know, it's kind of hard to parry when there's 3 of them. I just realized this is a problem. So I'm going to run over here. And, oh, that guy's running a lot faster. Thank you for your donations. 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 Gifts. I parried both of them? I am God's strongest dex build. Okay, that's not fair. He parried a kick. Well, that wasn't a kick, that was the stupid-ass rapier kick, but still. Well, I understand it's simplistic, but at the same time, if I'm being conscripted to be some dude's Minecraft lackey, I say that with, if he's here, I say that with gratitude, I guess, I don't know. If I'm being an editor for something, I don't want to have a link that's just my actual full name. And also, yes, my YouTube name in parentheses said Yakasaurus, which was like my brand like years ago. He's not? Alright. Well, just so you remember, that stream count on my stream just lies, by the way. It is not that. Because, like, when you joined, it went from 0 to 4, and whenever James is here, it's just 0, and then right now it's 1, but I'm pretty sure that someone else might be here. I don't know. It's just not telling the truth. Yeah, no, that was my thing. That was my shit. I was the Yakasaurus. That's my email account. My email account is yakasaurus@bitemegames.com. That is my business email. I had to write that to, like, I had to, that was like, that's like my school email. I should have kept that. I really don't want it, though. That's just the thing. Like, it's a good name. I get it, but I just don't want it. I love this game. Oh, that was not a parry. That was literally a frame-perfect riposte is what that was. Oh, will he just give me a base? I don't want a basic-ass rapier. Well, actually, hold on. Yeah, let's go! Now I have the extended parry animation. Yeah, little known fact about the rapier is that if you actually put a rapier in your offhand, your parry, you gain extended parry frames. So that entire animation is a parry. It's sick. Also, you do a little jiggy. Get up, get down, get up. Anyways, I also can do this now. I don't know why I would want to do that, but I can if I want to. Dude, a game I do want to play a lot, though, is actually Lethal League. You know Lethal League, right? Sean, you have to know Lethal League. You're a big fan of, Ain't Nothing Like a Funky Beat. Lethal League's a cool game. I want to play that shit because that looked fun, like a long time ago when it came out. But sadly, it's not. I don't think it's got the biggest player base right now. Hello, I didn't know you can do that. I hit my ankles. See, this is what a god looks like. The dual rapier look. This shit is awesome. But I'm still gonna go until I get the Baldur side sword because I think it's better than a rapier. And if it's not better than a rapier, then it's lighter than a rapier, and I can use it in my offhand just to maintain less weight, even though it literally doesn't matter because I have like 5 weight and I'm using Havel's ring. Yeah, I have 12 weight and I have Havel's ring. Also, I got the old witch's ring because I want to hear. I want to flirt with Chloe Leg's sister. So yeah. Oh, you know, it's a game that definitely has a high skill curve, but if you're just playing casually with, like, a bunch of friends, I'm sure that's, like, a great game. Because, like, every game with high skill curves is great to just fail at with your buddies. Do I have throwing knives on me? Do I have throwing anything on me? I have fire bombs. I don't want to use those. Yeah, that's how most games work. You just pow. Oh my god, hello. Did that guy hear the parry? That was not a hit. That was bullshit. Also, Dark Souls 2 does not have a high skill level. It's got a low development level. 3 definitely has a high skill curve. I don't know about you, but look, Dark Souls 2 is clunky, it's horribly programmed, it just sucks ass, and it's nowhere, it's not even the same as the other two, other Dark Souls games, but it's still my favorite one. Get out of here with that gay ass shit. Well, hey, at least this is a good Titanite shard farm. I don't know how long I want to do this for, though. You know, I'll just go with the dual rapiers. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, no, I love DS2 as well. It's such a goddamn good game, but it's it's a great game. I love it. It's great, but it definitely deserves the hate it gets. I'm not gonna lie. That game is a cesspool. That's not right. I don't even know how much that shit weighs, but I'll check it out. I love extended frame parries. Hold on, give me a second. Oh! Oh my god, that is yucky. How much does that weigh? Am I still light rolling? I have to heavy roll. Hold on. That is... Is the loincloth too much? The loincloth is too heavy. This is scrungly. I like that armor so much. I'm gonna save that for later. Hold on, should I, Yeah, you know, I'm gonna wear a crop top for now. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna do a crop top. Oh yeah, no, I like Dark Souls 1 a lot. Look, here's my professional quick review of all of the Dark Souls games, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, and also I guess Bloodborne. Dark Souls 1, this game is... I personally think it's the worst one out of the 3. But the reason I think that is because this game is a lot more lore-oriented than it is, like, gameplay, combat, and, like, uniqueness-oriented. Because later in the game, you can really tell that their boss ideas just start diminishing rapidly because, like, Bed of Chaos and shit. This game is great story-wise, and it has, out of all of them, the single best world building. The problem is that it just has a minimalistic combat, though. However, yeah, and then it's still a great game of the series, and it's definitely the one I'm the best at because this is the only game I can consistently parry in. And also I've kind of like just memorized a lot of the bosses. Also, you want to know a fun fact? I've only fought the Gaping Dragon once. Dark Souls 2 is my personal favorite, but Dark Souls 3 is definitely the best in the series. Dark Souls 2 is my favorite just because I just grew up with it, actually. That was the first Dark Souls game I truly played, and, dude, I was so much better at Dark Souls when I was younger. I don't know how. I got to the Iron Keep, and I killed the Smelter Demon with, like, a +7, like, short sword fire. I don't understand how the hell I did that. But apparently I did. Anyways, that being said, Dark Souls 2 is my personal favorite, but it is definitely worse than Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 2, what it has going for it is just uniqueness and charm. It has a lot of that shit. Because if you look at any of the other Dark Souls games, and then you look at Dark Souls 2, you'll notice one big key difference is that Dark Souls 2 makes you feel like everything is messed up. Dark Souls 2 is the only game in the series, well, I mean, I guess Dark Souls, it's the one that makes it does it the best, because all the games obviously have their own charm to it, but Dark Souls 2, you powered up for Celebrate Mode, yeah. But Dark Souls 2, out of all of them, Dark Souls 2 definitely has the most, like, shit's bad kind of feel to it, I think. Because everything is just off. All of the areas have such an off-white coloring. It's just so slightly not right. Everything there is just... It just feels like it's just dull. It's plain, and everything is just pained and drawn out. And the way it establishes that through all of its themes is just so well done. And that's what makes Dark Souls 2 great, is just atmosphere and just how unique it is in the Souls series itself. Dark Souls 3, however, I don't think Dark Souls 3 is very vibrant. Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1 is dull too, but it's a different kind of dull. Dark Souls 1 is a medieval kind of dull. Dark Souls 1 is like shit's drab, but it's mainly because of people that are outside of our control doing shit bad. Like Gwyn. Gwyn is like just keeping the flame linked. He doesn't know what's going on out here, or maybe he does. I don't know the exact lore of it, but he's messing shit up, and there's not much we can do about that. But when it comes to Dark Souls 2, everybody is suffering for the same reason. And nobody knows how to fix it, nobody knows what they could do. And you'll notice that the characters that do know what they can do, and they can do something, are only really you and the Emerald Herald, which are the two that stand out the most, because you are, well, obviously bearer of the curse, or whatever that bullshit is. And the Emerald Herald doesn't really fit into any Dark Souls theme. She's outlandish, she's different, she's neat, she's organized, and she's clean, and she's just almost like whimsical, which means that she doesn't belong, and that's very apparent in the way her entire character plays out, which is also pretty well done. Aldia, I forgot who that is. Is Aldia the one of the DLCs of Dark Souls 2? It might be, I don't know. But yeah, they have that entire idea about them, which it just establishes the entire like thing of Dark Souls 2 and the whole mood of shit's messed up in the whole like Dark Souls series so well, and it just does it almost flawlessly. And when you get to Dark Souls 3, however, everything is very vibrant. Nothing really feels it still feels out of place because it's Dark Souls, but everything feels somewhat in order. Like until you go to like the DLC with Gale and like the Ashes of Ariandel, nothing feels like it's really wrong. Nothing looks out of place in terms of like shit's messed up, because everything is so vibrant. The only things that are really bad is the walls of Lothric, with all the hollows just walking around. But other than the Lothric, there's still like high security. There's still people that have like guards and shit. There's still queens and princesses, and there's a whole economy going on. And the people there aren't like hollowed out, and they aren't. Yep. It's an entire new idea. Oh yeah, that one. But yeah, the people aren't hollowed or anything. All the NPCs, they're still people. No one's really like, the only real person that's there to establish a shit's messed up kind of idea is the crestfallen dude in the beginning, who's like, gives me conniptions. But that's the only real dude there that's actually like sad or solemn about anything, and that's just because it's like a trademark of the Souls series. Dark Souls 3 has good lore and ties with everything else, but the way they establish it really sucks ass. But, because, like, if you compare it to the art, that's literally just a burning. Oh, okay. So, Moses. But yeah, it just doesn't establish it right, because it doesn't, like, the only thing, they just tell you that shit's bad. They're like, oh, you must go and link the fire, and everybody else is just living life as if it's normal. And when all the other games, it's obviously not normal. They're suffering, and people are trying to put a stop to it, or if they can't put a stop to it, they're just trying to live their lives how they could, and just fight anything that's a threat to it. But in Dark Souls 3, it's just like, the enemies aren't other people 90% of the time. The enemies aren't people that have been outgrown. They're not people that have been like, it's like that. It's just big crabs and monsters that are just there doing their own shit. And then there's also just people that are like just hostile by nature. There's no one that's really out there to truly like living the life of what a hollow is, because there is no real such thing as hollowed other than all the naked people. They don't really like. They're just scattered everywhere. Oh, hey, it's this guy. I gotta kill his. Hold on. But yeah, there's no one really there to establish that whole idea that Dark Souls, like, triumphantly holds above its head. And that's my biggest critique with Dark Souls 3. It has really bad map making, and it has even worse atmosphere. Because if you look at Dark Souls, like, okay, let's take Dark Souls 1, for example, the one I'm playing right now. You get out of the Asylum, which is a tutorial area, and you start in the Firelink Shrine, whatever this place is called, I forget. And you're here, right? And since you're here, the second you get here, you can go so many different ways. You can go up there and go over to the Undead Burg. You can come down here and go down to New Londo. You can go down there and go to Blighttown. You can go through there and go to the tomb and the catacombs. And also, it's got great verticality because you can just see the Great Hollow from here. Everything in this map is connected except for Anor Londo. And even then so, you go to Anor Londo, and even that place has all these new areas that open up. Dark Souls 2, you go to, what was it called? Majula. You get to Majula. From Majula, you can go to Hyde's Tower of Flame. And also from Majula, you can go to the, Misty Woods. You can go to, the Forested Giants, or you can just go straight down to the gutter area. I forget what it's called, like the rat place. And then you look at Dark Souls 3. This is the worst problem with Dark Souls 3. You get into the game, you kill a Udix Gundyr, and then you have to go to the Wall of Lothric, and then from the Wall of Lothric, you have to go to... Well, from Wall of Lothric, this is like the only real, like, branching off point, is that you're essentially forced to go down to, what's it called? I forget. The place where you find Loretta's bone and everything. And then, or you can take a left turn and go kill a dancer early, but you essentially can't unless you're like a god of the game, like I am. I'm so goddamn good. And then from there, you have to go to the next area, and then you go to the next area. There's no separations out of anything. It's a straight line to the end with one or two areas to branch off to, which is the like Lothric Castle where you go and fight the prince, and also the other area, which is the Deacons of the Deep, is the only like the other branching off area. There's no like essence to it. It's all essentially just the same goddamn place, but in a straight line. You can't branch off anywhere. There's no uniqueness to it. It's just the same shit. You just gotta go in a straight line. That's the problem with Dark Souls 3. Now, enough of me gnawing out Dark Souls 3. I have to compliment it. Dark Souls 3 has the best combat of any of these games. Like, Dark Souls 3, the weapon arts and all the cool shit you can do with all the unique weapons and like all the combat and all that crazy shit. You can equip 4 rings. There's just so much shit to do in Dark Souls 3 combat-wise. There's so many cool weapons. There's all these cool boss weapons too. Like, every time I've played Dark Souls 3, except for going for Fair and Greatsword, I've always used a different weapon and I've always had fun with it. I'm speaking pure blasphemy. How so? Please explain. Go on, you've got time. I'm just trick stabbing or chain stabbing a golem. Trick stab. This isn't golem. This is just a fat man. I don't know. But I would like you to hear your opinion on this too, since I'm going to be talking about this. I might be talking about this for a while. Also, did you even know you can parry these guys? These guys do not look parryable. But yeah, I'd love to hear your opinion on this. Might as well grab this just because. Can't hit them. Wait, hold on. I have an idea. Didn't work. Alright, well that worked. Anyways, while I'm assuming you're typing, and if not, then I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna keep going anyways. I don't know. But yeah, no, Dark Souls 3 has great combat. It's always a new weapon. And then I'll go on Bloodborne about this too. Bloodborne is cool. I think Bloodborne is, it's not Dark Souls, obviously, but it is damn well good. They did Bloodborne really well. They did essentially everything on Bloodborne. The biggest problem I have with Bloodborne though is that when it comes to DLCs, it's essentially, they did like a game journalist on DLCs, where they essentially assumed that everybody playing Bloodborne wants the game to be ridiculously hard, and I don't mind that, honestly. It's just like a minor complaint. It's not a big deal. It's nowhere near as big as a deal I have with Dark Souls 3, but when it comes to Bloodborne, like, the DLC entirely just isn't really that, like, it's not really accessible. Like, I never really went into the DLC that far, because, well, A, I didn't know how to get to it most of the time, and B, I don't even think I had it. But I have checked out the bosses before. I have fought them with, like, at friends' houses and shit. And to be perfectly honest, the entire idea of shit like Orphan of Kos is one of those ones where it's like, ooh, you must love pain and shit. If you don't spend hours and hours mesmerizing this boss and like just fighting it over and over again, you're not gonna like it at all, and that just means you're bad at the game. Which isn't something I think that Dark Souls stands for. Dark Souls is not a game that is meant to be excruciatingly difficult to the point of masochism. That is not what I see Dark Souls as. I see Dark Souls as a game that people play and enjoy because it has tight mechanics and very satisfying and just dopamine-inducing gameplay. It's a fun game. It is a really fun game, it is well made, and it makes people feel good about themselves when they do something right. But, and Bloodborne is the same that way. Bloodborne makes it feel right. Like, I'm cool with spending like 2 to 3 tries on a boss, but if 23 tries are required to be one boss, that just doesn't really feel right. And you know, I haven't even played Elden Ring. I don't even own Elden Ring, but that's a big gripe I have with Elden Ring too, is certain bosses needing things that you're either going to have to go over and over with, or just the concept of needing an item to compete against the boss also feels kind of whack to me. Because I know that one of the bosses, like one of the major bosses, actually... Okay, hold on, let me read Sean's thing. Okay, I see what you're saying, but let me raise you my vision on the matter. Let me pop a humanity real quick. My thing, how I see it, is that doesn't really feel like suffering, honestly. To me, like the atmosphere, I get the atmosphere portion of that, but Yoel and Yuria, let's talk about that because that's like the first thing that you find. Yoel and Yuria does not feel like suffering. Yoel and Yuria feels like a forced idea of just like a man in pain, which is technically suffering, but it's not an entire like area of suffering. Let's compare this to Dark Souls 1, same part of the series, compared often. Let's see this. So, let's just take like the priested dudes, okay? Let's just take the bull-headed boys. So, we have Yoel and Yuria. Yuria isn't even like part of that whole suffering idea most of the time, and if so, I just haven't. If she actually is, I probably just haven't gone through enough of a quest line. But I don't see her as that. She just seems like one of those people that shows up. But when it comes to Yoel, that doesn't feel like an entire nation's. Okay, wait, Maneater Mildred. The Yoel does not feel like an entire like world of suffering. Like everybody here is just like getting essentially their shit mixed in by either people's choices or an entire world of pain happening around them. What Yoel has to go through is a very bad circumstantial event that he could not control, but it was because he was chosen for a greater purpose of serving the chosen undead, which in and of itself is not suffering, it is an honor greater than dying, which is what his people are for. But honestly, if you could choose to serve the guy that is going to quote-unquote fix this land, or just die pointlessly, I think 9 times out of 10 you would choose to serve the main character. So, in my personal opinion, I think that Yoel is not a tragic or suffering idea, but rather, and instead, like, just something that he thought was tragic and outlandish happening to him that ended up being his life's greatest blessing. Now, I don't know much about Yuria, honestly, but, here, give me a second to kill Maneater and I'll read the rest of your shit. Yorshka, Cirrus, all tragic characters. Yoel isn't a suffering character, he willingly chose death. Yes, yeah, he did willingly choose death, but even out there, he was still suffering and all, but even if you could say he was suffering, he still got a greater idea out of it. Now, Henri and Horus. I don't really know about Henri and Horus. Their storyline, Yuria is specifically part of the hollow ending. Okay, cool, well, I haven't gotten the hollow ending. But when it comes to Henri and Horus, that's not really suffering. Henri and Horus is more of like a tragedy. Because Henri and Horus, they're just trying to find Aldrich. Henri and Horus, their entire idea is we gotta find this big-ass dude, and I think they wanted to kill him. I don't know exactly what they want to do. But they're in the same boat as you. And in that, taking that into notice, they're also trying to seek the same people you're trying to seek. And when it comes to that, they're not suffering, they're just going on a goal, and shit happens when you're on a quest like that. And Horus isn't really a suffering thing. He kind of just became, well, I don't know. The specifics of being hollow to me are kind of odd, but Horus isn't really a character with personality. I've never really, because he's just a gargler. He doesn't really have anything to attach to when it comes to him. And sure, he might be suffering, but it doesn't really show us much on how shit happens. We just kind of, it doesn't show anything about how anything happens. We just find him. He's just there. He's just like, oh, this guy was cool for a bit, and now he's not. We don't really get much on how any of that shit even happened to begin with. Furthermore, that could, I guess, be said for the same idea of how, like, the Crestfallen Knight goes hollow, but at least when the Crestfallen Knight in this game goes hollow, we at least get some backstory onto why and how. It's because they've, like, lost all their life's goal, and that specifically happens after Frampt awakens, which is, like, he's already having a bad time. The Crestfallen Knight doesn't like anything that's happening, and now he's got an even bigger problem with an inhuman, like, goddamn Lovecraftian horror looming behind him, with, like, horrible noises every goddamn second of every day. But that's just what happens. But when it comes to Horus, we don't know anything about how that even happened. And again, it's tragic, but it's not really a suffering concept. I don't see it as that, at least. Because when it comes to specifically, I say that a lot. I don't know why I keep saying that. But Horus isn't really, I don't know, it doesn't fit into the entire idea of what Dark Souls usually is, story-wise. And that's just because he's not, like, in-depth at all. There's nothing explored, explained, or really just noteworthy about him when it comes to him. And that's a major problem when it comes to this kind of shit. Let's see, well, who's next? Igon and Arena. Is that the Faith Lady? Please slow down, please. I'm trying to, I'm sorry, I get excited and shit. Oh my god, that is not a lot of damage. Furthermore, but you know, it's just like, it's a major thing that I just see happening a lot with that entire, with the entire game of Dark Souls 3. Because it's not like there's no placement of anything. Like, the most impactful placement of any hollow I've seen, which is actually one I really like a lot, is at the foot of the Cathedral of the Deep, before you actually enter, next to all the dudes infected with the worms, that one hollow, that, oh shit! Alright, that sucked. The one hollow that's just standing on the bridge looking out into the sun, that is the most sympathy I've ever felt for any of the characters in Dark Souls 3. It's just because this one guy, it still shows that these guys were at least human at some point in time. Which is another point that I almost forgot to bring up, is that Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, even the enemies, they have correlations to still being somewhat human. Like in Dark Souls 1, it's even apparent in the beginning. You can see that in New Londo Ruins, at the foot of New Londo Ruins, you'll see all those hollows that are just sitting around and waiting. They have no desire to kill you. They have no reason to kill you. They're just waiting out the last of their days, the last of their hopeful days, waiting for someone to go and fix the problems in the pain that they are enduring. They don't care anymore. They've lost so much that even going hollow hasn't made them hollow enough to just give in completely to what being a hollow is. They're still human. They're just so empty. There's nothing left for them, and so they've just given up entirely, even past the point of becoming an inhuman being with the inability to die. It is suffering at its finest. And in Dark Souls 3, there's only a couple instances of that. There's no real connection from the player to the hollow. And also, going hollow isn't really a thing. Also, something I did read up about on the Dark Souls lore is apparently quitting the game is your character going hollow. But I'm not sure about that. But there's not really any connections to that in Dark Souls 3. Everything doesn't feel really human. It just feels like shit's going bad, but not in a way to where it's like a suffering kind of bad. It's more of just like a tragic, well, that sucks kind of bad. I can't wield that. And yeah, that's just I don't know if this is a good weapon. But yeah, and that's just like the main that's one of the main gripes I just have with it, is that there's no connections, there's no nothing, there's no sympathy I feel for any of the characters. And although they are tragic, and it does still do a good job, my point is, oh shit, I'm dead. Apparently not. Is that there's just no connections, there's nothing to care about really. And other games do this pretty well because they establish a... Okay, that's just not working. I'll try to do bleed. What? I'm dead. But yeah, but it's just Dark Souls 1 and 2 have very apparent constant struggle. You say the same about DS1 really if you don't care about the lore or don't want... No, I go into the lore and I go into the backstories of the characters. That's the thing I enjoy doing. I like world building and I like character depth. The thing is is that it's just not really an entire world of suffering at face value. Like, I'll still go into it and all, but when it comes to, like, I'm taking Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 3 specifically, when it comes to this, there is a very apparent themes of an entire world suffering. There are hollows that will stand around in pain and just wallow in despair at the sight of just everything around them. But in Dark Souls 3, there's nothing of that. There's none of that. That's a non-existent idea. There's a non-existent theme, unless you really just go delving into the deepness of the lore. But it's apparent here. Everything is drab. Why did the fire dude go to Quelaag? Why did the fire dude... What fire dude are we talking about? There's a lot of fire dudes. What are we talking about? What the hell? God, I wish I could wield any of these. Okay, still fast roll this. Because if we are to go into the like the actual deepness of the lore, every character might actually have that whole idea of them. But if you're just playing the game, there's still the Pyromancer. I didn't know he went to Quelaag. I didn't know. I don't really care about that guy specifically. But it's like everything here, there is themes. There is some tragic, like even these guys have some goddamn crazy shit. Like if you just look at it, you could just, that's a reused asset sound. That's the noise that the Grooves make from the Barren Swamp in Dark Souls 3. You know the dudes with the spears, but the ones that cast spells, they go moo 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 moo. But you know, like everything in, well, not everything in this game, but there's a lot of clear set ideas and like areas where you can see the concept of it happening. But playing through Dark Souls 3, that just doesn't happen as much as, oh my god, that doesn't happen as much as it does in Dark Souls 1 and 2. And so there's a distinction. I'm not gonna use a rapier. But there's a very big distinction between Dark Souls 1, 2, and then 3. Because the idea of the whole suffering themes are a lot more apparent and they're a lot more dread. You are taking my opinions to the logical, well, not the logical extremes, but you're taking my opinions, oh shit! You're taking my opinions out of the context that I'm saying. I am not saying that I am just looking at that guy and then disassociating everything that he has to do with anything from his characters. From his character and his lore itself. I am saying that if you take a look at this game itself, if you take everything that you can get from playing the game alone and not going into the deepness of the lore, if you begin to go to the deepness of the lore, the entire ideas, themes, and logic of suffering are more apparent in Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 than there is in Dark Souls 3. And sure, the Dark Souls 3 characters do a great job of portraying their concepts of suffering, but they just don't do it apparent enough. You have to actually delve into the characters. You have to do everything possible to look at them to see what is truly going on. While here, it's a lot more face value. And you are taking that and you are saying that I don't give a shit about anything that any of these characters have for them and just looking at what I like more than what I don't like. You are using a straw man's fallacy to increase your argument over mine. I still look at other characters, I still look at their lores, I enjoy them and I think that they are fine. However, I think that they don't do as well as a job as Dark Souls 1's characters do. Because they don't do it at the same intensity or at the same concept, idea, or theme as the other games do. Because it's obviously a lot more apparent and a lot more visual in this one, as opposed to Dark Souls 3, where you would have to go physically delving for it. And sure, the characters have good lore, and sure, if you look at the lore, then obviously all points are fine and equal at the same value, maybe even more or less so. But that is not the concept that I am bargaining for. What I am going for is the idea of face value based gameplay. You can actively tell you can't tell what is going on exactly, but you can tell that there is suffering. Oh, well, yeah, no, the Dark Souls 1 NPCs do kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. But I do think that they portray a more character. Well, they don't portray more character. I think they portray more of an idea of what Dark Souls 1 wants. the Dark Souls theme of suffering, they portray that better than Dark Souls 3's theme of suffering. But yeah, if you're looking at the characters and just them entirely, I do believe that Dark Souls 3 does characters way better, because I do really like just how they are made. Because I'm not gonna lie, Dark Souls 3 patches is almost perfect. I love that, dude. Also, this is gonna be like an hour. I hate this game. This game sucks. I don't want to play it anymore. I want to play Dark Souls 3. And also, I don't know why the New Londo dude went to, I don't know why the Crestfallen Knight went to New Londo. I don't know that stuff. I don't know a lot of lore of Dark Souls 1. I do prefer Dark Souls 2 lore over Dark Souls 1 lore. But that being said, I just think that they portray more character in this one. And all that said, Dark Souls 3 is still a great game. I just have some major gripes with it over the other two, because of just how it is. And I would probably get burned at the stake for this. But yeah, I do like... Thank you for expressing your opinion, though. That was a nice conversation. It kept me talking for like, oh my god, like half an hour, maybe even more. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna do some shit to amp my weapons up a little bit before I head on. Because this ain't working. Or maybe I should just summon someone. I don't know. But yeah, it's like my major gripe is that there's just not enough of the idea, because there's obviously supposed to be a theme of the whole. I've done Sigurd. I've done Sigurd. Don't get on me on that. I've done Sigurd. I know the whole your mold friend shit. And yes, I know that that was a big thing, and that was a big promise, and that whole thing just resolves like that. I've done that. I like Sigurd a lot. I have done that kind of shit. I think that the characters are great, but that's not what I'm trying to get at here. I'm just saying that Dark Souls 1 as a whole does it better than Dark Souls 3 as a whole. I'm not looking at specifically 1 or 2, I'm just using 1 or 2 as examples because that's how it be. I haven't done that, though. I haven't done a lot of the major ending things. Primarily because I haven't actually beaten Dark Souls 3 yet, which is a very sad thing. Shit, okay, you know, we're going. Yeah, I did, like, almost everything, but I got stuck at Aldrich. I hate to admit it, but I got stuck at Aldrich. I didn't get stuck at Aldrich, actually. I could have beaten him if I spent more time on it, but I just didn't, and then I just gave up and never went back to the game. Hey, I got close. I only had like Aldrich and then like the Lordran brothers left, and that was it. He shattered on me. Is that a glitch? That's okay. No, it's not. But yeah, in my opinion, look, Dark Souls 3 is a great game. I like the characters. I think it's great. I just think that it's just, I don't know, the NPC, it doesn't feel like there's, like, everything's going around as, like, a suffering idea. Because, like, just take a look at some of the NPCs. I gotta get off this topic, really, but I do want to say one more thing. Is that if you just take a look at half the NPCs you can get, they're just fine. They're just normal people. They're just scattered around, really. Like, they're just people around. Like, the mage dude you can get is just a dude looking for books. The pyromancer is just a guy who likes fire and all that shit, and they're just in a cage. But, like, my favorite NPC in this game is, I don't even know if she has a name, but it's the moss merchant that's at the foot of the I forget what it's called, the darkness area, the Gaping Dragon. It's at the foot of that place, the Moss Girl. And I think that she is a great character because that's like a great representation of a hollow, to me at least, is a person who is just completely given up. They're in a cage, but that's the thing is that they're still humans. And that hollow specifically makes the best out of her situation. She just forces herself to be more optimistic. Yeah, he's just a guy at first, but he evolves into something, like, he still goes into something more. As do a lot of the characters from Dark Souls 3, I just think that Dark Souls 1 has more, and they do it a lot more efficiently. Also, to be completely honest, I am kind of biased against Yol specifically, because the first time I got Yol, I couldn't find him in the Firelink Shrine area, and although I found him after he died, so I just like, oh, I guess he's dead. I didn't find him until he was a corpse. What was that shit? But yeah, but the hollow representation in this game is that they're still human, so some of them can still make the best with what they have, but not a lot of them can just because of how bad their situation is. They've been suffering for so goddamn long. And honestly, 90% of the enemies in Dark Souls 3 that are hollows, they don't really make much sense to me. Maybe I should go look into the lore a bit more, but like, maybe you know the lore. Oh, you missed Champion Gundyr Osiris. No, I got to Osiris. I fought Osiris. I don't know what you're talking about. Osiris isn't Osiris pre-Lordran? I could have sworn that Osiris is pre-Lordran. Or pre-Lothric twins or whatever, because I distinctly remember fighting Osiris. It's like half the bosses. Well, yeah. Look. It's another gripe I have. The only gripe I have with the combat system in Dark Souls 3 is that they don't let you use fun weapons. Because yeah, the Farron Greatsword is my favorite weapon in the game, and when I was at that point in time, on my character, my first character on Dark Souls 3, I had like every single Titanite lizard scale that you could possibly get for the upgrading the special weapons. I had all of those pumped into my sword, and it wasn't enough. I didn't do enough damage to literally anybody. I couldn't fight anyone because there isn't enough. Goddamn, there isn't enough. There isn't enough shards anywhere. Yeah, that's a problem I have with a lot of Souls games, though. That's not even a problem with Dark Souls 3. That's a problem with every single Souls game, is that none of the fun weapons are fun to upgrade. Like, Dark Souls 2, one of my favorite weapons in Dark Souls 2 is the Royal Lance. The Royal Lance is one of my favorite weapons in Dark Souls 2, and I was using that, and it falls off so quickly. I don't like how weapons fall off that quickly. I feel like every weapon should be viable. I didn't kill Dancer before Vort, I killed Dancer before, Wolnir. And just for a fun fact, yeah, it was Dancer before Wolnir, and, just as a thing I really like to say, because I like bragging about it, my favorite video that I have is called, No Hit Dancer, you might have seen it, and yeah, that was me killing Dancer before Wolnir, and just so you know, that attempt, I was fighting Dancer for 5 hours straight before I got that run. And just, you know, I wasn't going for a no-hit run. I was trying to just kill it. I just decided to learn its moveset, apparently. And that is why Dancer of the Boreal Valley is my favorite boss in Dark Souls 3. It's also my favorite boss in any Souls series, period. Except for, honestly, what's his name? Gyobu Matataka Oniwa from Sekiro. That guy was really fun, too. I really want to get Elden Ring, dude. I really want to get Elden Ring. Alright, SS Flash plus 3, SS Flash plus 3, I've only killed like 3 bosses. Yeah, I'm gonna bonfire here. Alright, so, first order of business is I need a better weapon. The problem is that I need a better weapon. Beat Sekiro? I never beat Sekiro. I killed the Flaming Bull, I think, and then I got, like, past the Flaming... No, I killed, what's his nuts? No, Genichiro. That dude, Genichiro. That guy's my favorite boss. Gyobu was cool, but Genichiro, that guy was fun. And I actually streamed it, too. I beat Genichiro, and then I just stopped for a while because I don't remember exactly what happened. I just fell off of playing PS4 games, and then I never got back to it, so I never actually beat... I never got past, I beat Genichiro, and then I just stopped playing. I'll go back, but... Yeah, because Genichiro, that guy was fun. Does it really only get better? Oh, yeah, no, I remember the last time I played, it was, I was fighting, Lady Butterfly or something. And I got kind of pissed off because Lady Butterfly wasn't really fun to fight at all. She was too ranged and there wasn't enough opportunity for attack. Which I feel like is a thing... Yeah, dude, Sekiro is also one of my favorite games, but that's the biggest gripe I have with Sekiro specifically is that bosses are just a waiting game and a rhythm game, but that's completely fine. That's alright. It's allowed to be that. Alright, so I need a weapon that's good against Quelaag. Oh, wait, you know, I know what I gotta do. Hold on. I'm gonna go kill the salesman for the Uchigatana. You can fight Lady Butterfly before Gyobu. Also, just so you know, this entire stream is just gonna be like... This entire stream is just gonna be like a living memorial for why I don't have friends. Literally nobody else will spend this long doing that. Yeah, well, dude, you gotta understand, I didn't even know you were streaming back then. I hopped into a handful of your streams, but normally I'm doing other things, and I do appreciate you hopping in here. You don't have to, but thank you. Oh yeah, Boulder Side Sword. I love extended parry frames. I love extended parry frames. No Boulder Side Sword. Wait, why am I going this route? Oh, interesting. Yeah, I was fighting Lady Butterfly, yeah, I was fighting Lady Butterfly post, Genichiro, and I hated it. I gotta say, though, dude, Genichiro is so goddamn fun, because my favorite part about Genichiro, that's another one of my favorite things about literally every single, Sekiro fight, is that... Yo, hold up, okay. F5. Yeah, what about it? Oh, shit. Right now? Come on, man. Actually, no, you know what we could do? Wait, do you have Sekiro on your PS5? Okay, so if you want to do this could be kind of crazy. But what we can do is we can hop in a voice chat together and we can just both stream FromSoft games at the same time. And then I'll be able to listen to you and we can chat a bit more efficiently. And then I'll have your stream open on like my phone, so I can still play and I can watch you at the same time. If you want though, because I kind of want to keep playing. Alright, sick, co-op stream. Okay, well, make a party in a holiday fart cruise when you get on, because I don't want to make a party, and I'm just gonna... I could have sworn I parried that perfectly. Yeah, what's up? You cold? Oh yeah, iframes. I'm loving the crop top. I don't know about you, but fashion souls. Here, wait, is there anything else fashionable I can wear? No. No. Honestly, no. It's too clunky for me. The gloves don't really matter. No, I don't want to look like a bandit. All right, you know, this is fine. Alright, that guy down there, he's gonna die in a minute. What was that shit? You know, I genuinely think these are the only armored hollows that have the unarmored hollow moveset because they're using the lame boy sword. That's not how arrows work. Also, fun fact, I want to see if I can do it. There's the dude behind the boxes over here. You can actually parry him when he smacks the boxes because it's still an attack. Surprise, retard.
Oh, still think never.
Is there anything I need from you? A scimitar.
Yeah, Mark, and when you lose us. Thank you, kind.
I'm so sorry, my good friend.
You've gone mad, have you? I'll teach you, you lousy rat. Yulia! You swine!
Alright, we now have a weapon. Now, can I wield it, though? Oh, I have 14 strength! Does do some good slash thrust damage, though. Oh, I can hold it with both hands. Yulia! Yulia! Huh? I don't want them. I didn't even know we had those. Wait, am I fat rolling with if I still have the... What if I have... Okay, is there any... How heavy is the Uchi? It's 5? Why does this weigh so much? Alright, there we go. So we have a different crop top now. Or it's not really crop top, it's more... Have you made a party with me yet? Yulia! Yulia! I have 10 strength. Alright. This thing has... Is this thing supposed to chip... Oh, there we go. I thought the Uchikana was supposed to chip easily. Does it just have, like... I thought they had, like, less durability. Does it just not have less durability and instead just has less, like... Or more increased, just that? Oh, hello. Uchikana cuts beautifully and causes bleeding, but its blade is easily nicked. But it has, like... Sean, you here?
Hello?
Yeah, what's up? Can you hear me?
I can't hear myself.
You can't hear yourself? Oh, wait, do you have, wait, hold on. Let me go check on my audio sharing settings real quick.
Yeah, I'm here. Oh, there I am.
Oh, yeah, no, there's a stream delay, don't worry.
That is
It's
That
pretty
is
big.
incredibly delayed. Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? Anyways, so the Uchikatana, does it just,
Oh.
it doesn't have less durability. It's got like half durability, but does it like lose durability faster? Like, I don't get the gimmick. Because I know it just has low durability, but is that it?
Sorry, Javen. I just figured out the stream has a delay because you told me. I'm here now, actually.
Okay, well, are you here
Hi.
with me?
Yeah. Hi.
Alright, cool. Yeah, you might want to mute the stream then, because it doesn't matter anymore.
Alright, cool.
Anyways, now that I have a weapon, I'm gonna go kill Quaylag. Oh my god! Hold on!
Shut up.
Bro, this is just a better version of the rapier. Oh wait, no, it's not. It has less crit. Never mind. Well, it's still a better version of the rapier. It does 2 more damage. Holy shit, look at this range. Does it still have the cool guy backstep? Yeah. Alright, anyways, I'm gonna go kill Quaylag. So yeah, thank you for the heated argument on Dark Souls 3 because I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was pretty alright. I'm starting the broadcast now.
Oh, you told me, here, yeah, I can get on there in a minute. Hold on, I gotta, hopefully I have enough Wi-Fi to do all 3 of these things at the same time.
Hopefully. Hopefully. Hope.
Oh my
Well,
god, why is my phone so bright?
Stop being such a gremlinoid.
A gremlinoid?
Yeah, that's what you are. You're just a
Jim
big old
twice
gremlinoid.
goes on a journey, a mortal journey. How long are you gonna have the caution maybe hot gorilla as your background? I got Sean POV and I've got Javen POV.
There's
Make sure
my
you
cat.
know. Make sure you remember about Posh. Ah! I was looking at your stream.
I don't even know where I am. Why am I behind the temple?
Why am I fighting these guys? I gotta get the hell out of here.
Alright, it's time to go on a quest. A gauntlet of strength, one might say, even.
Indeed.
Hey, Titan. Alright, it's time for Gyobu.
Gyobu Masataka Oniwa. That dude's my favorite.
My name
Dude, this
is
dude,
Gyobu.
Sean, if you have audio on your thing right now, you should turn on Spanish.
Oh, I already did French. It was pretty good.
It was in French?
I forgot what this was on. Oh, it's English. I don't know why I have it on English.
He sounds
Okay, I
pissed.
might be.
Also, just so you know, I can only hear your audio through your game, through your own microphone, so it just sounds like somebody in your own house is just screaming at you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna turn down the game. I mean, my actual game audio though, so it doesn't echo. It'd be better if I had earphones, but I don't. So.
I'm wearing a French headset that I got in like 2018. That is, it is falling apart right now. I'm not gonna lie. It's right now like my right ear, like you know how like headphones have like the ear muffs, right? My right side ear muff is currently like half falling off, and the other half is already fallen off. But we sealed it back together with shoe glue.
Shoe glue.
Yeah. Dude, what is that health bar of yours? What is that shit? You can die 3 times?
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit? This is Sean Houston privilege. I want to be able to die more than once. Or twice, even.
Or twice even.
You remember the time where were you watching my Sekiro streams like most of the time?
Yeah, most of the time.
Were you there when I spent like 20 more attempts on Chained Ogre than Gyobu because I first tried Gyobu?
I think I was, yeah. Chained Ogre is a harder boss, I think. Oh, mostly because he just does not... That's not what Sekiro is, I think. They were still trying to figure out what Sekiro even was.
No,
Like,
I think
as a
Chained Ogre was a good
concept?
boss. Because Chained Ogre was a great boss because it did teach me the importance of trying to figure out whether it's better to jump, dodge, or block.
It's always better to block, to be honest.
No, because Chained Ogre had the grab attacks, and then Chained Ogre also had the grab attacks where you couldn't dodge and you had to jump over them. But also, that's kind of like one of those diversion things, I guess, because I never really had to jump again except for against Gyobu, or not Gyobu, but against Genichiro to hit the lightning. Hit the woe.
Okay, I just killed Gyobu.
Yeah, I'm watching you slit his throat right now.
Genichiro, forgive me. You like my outfit, by the way? You like my fit?
Wait, you can have different outfits in Sekiro?
You have to beat boss gauntlets.
Oh, I see.
It's just cosmetic. I just like this one because you can see his nipples and it's funny.
You like my fit in Dark Souls 1? It's called the I only have like 4 pieces. Oh my god, I forgot about my character's face. Look at my stream. whenever it pops up, whenever I summon Mildred, look at my screen.
Look in your stream. Oh my god. That's horrible. That's
I love
horrible.
him. I forgot my
Alright,
I forgot. My character's name is Fungus Munch.
Why did you name him Fungus Munch?
I was thinking of, because at the time, I think I was making this character when I was talking to you and the others in the server about how I only saw your father when you were watching, like, Super Mega, and you just left me on Super Mega, like, on autoplay randomly in the middle of the night. And I was just remembering about Uncle Fungus, so I was gonna name this guy something about fungus, so I just named him Fungus Munch, because I thought it fit his face.
I always love you, Uncle Wyatt, Uncle Fungus.
What do you think of my name, though? What do you think about Uncle Fungus Munch?
I think I like Fungus Munch is a good name.
Thank you. Where is Mildred?
I'm currently
Dude,
bodying
Mildred just
Lady
ran
Butterfly,
up
by the way.
and missed.
It's absolutely destroying Lady Butterfly.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't like Lady Butterfly because I was bad at her.
Well, yeah, I don't think did we even beat her? I think you just got killed, right?
I didn't beat her. I got really close, and then I got really mad because after a certain time, when I like 5 attempts after I ran out of snap bean things, I was like, man, this sucks.
I just got rid of her phase 1, and I haven't even taken damage yet. I'm so cool. I'm so fucking cool.
Well, yeah, because you're good
epic.
at games.
I'm so freaking epic and cool and sexy, 100% of the time.
What is your favorite well, not Dark Souls, what's your favorite FromSoft? Oh, that's just gonna be Sekiro, or is it? Or do you like Elden Ring more?
It's either Sekiro, Elden Ring, or Bloodborne. I kind of like them all equally.
I see. I really want to play Elden Ring because I see, the only thing I really know about Elden Ring and why I want to play it is because I heard that they made shields viable.
Oh yeah, I have a shield build.
I want to make a shield build. Also, just as an update, the Uchigatana is going very well. Also, I see you blocking all them hits. She just landed her fat-ass spider ass on me. That's many people's dreams. Including mine now.
Shut up.
Well, I gotta have some Elijah spirit. He's not here.
Is that what Elijah would say?
Well, oh, he's horny. Oh, no, he's gay. No. Goddamn shit. He'd see Maneater Mildred and be like, man, I wish I was her.
Probably would say that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, due to Elijah, I now have to deal with the looming dread of Elijah's insatiable lust for Korean men.
I just murdered Lady Butterfly.
I just killed Quelaag. Wait, hold on. Wait,
Nice.
why is she not taking any damage? Mildred, help! Okay, we're good. I just killed Quelaag. Oh, I'm watching you kill her. That's her
Nice.
death animation? That's kind of
Yeah.
sad. I also remember fighting the drunkard in Sekiro.
Oh, that's one of the mini bosses. There's a lot of them.
He's a fun one, though.
There's a couple. Yeah, there's a couple drunkard mini bosses. There's one where he just drinks like, I think it's genuinely just oil, and then he shoots fire at you.
Have you heard of the Chug Jug Challenge? It's where you start drinking and you don't stop.
Oh, dude, I think one of my favorite bosses is next. Is it what I think it is? Is it what I think it is? Oh, no, it's not. I was thinking of the one after that. I like Guardian Ape. I love Guardian Ape. Guardian Ape's my man. Love him.
Wait, Guardian Ape is a mainstream boss? I thought he was a side boss.
No, he's one of the main bosses. Lady Butterfly's a side boss. You don't have to kill her.
Really? But everybody,
Yeah.
everybody keeps talking about how like cool she is and how much you have to do it. Anyways, also, I'm about to hear the
I mean,
Twilight
you
Sisters.
can if you want a specific ending, but really the main bosses is like, it's Gyobu, Jinichiro, the ape, the monk, and then that's literally all the main bosses.
Isn't
if you
there
want
an
to get,
ending
like,
that you can just end the game early by like fighting an old man instead of Genichiro?
Yeah, it's the evil ending where you decide to join your dad, and then you literally murder the people that have helped you so far. It's great.
I don't want to do that. Does that include the cool guy that helps you kill the rice farmer rats?
That is the old man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Ishin.
But he's so cool. That guy was like my favorite.
You have to
Mainly
kill him
'cause
anyways.
He's vehemently
No matter
racist,
what
and I
ending you
love
do,
him.
you have to kill him.
Oh, that sucks. He's vehemently racist, and I love him for that.
My dear sister.
I don't think he's racist. I think he's just...
Well,
Something
he literally refers to all the, like the invaders as rats.
2 people watching.
Huh?
I got so confused with 2 people watching, I let myself get grabbed.
Of course.
Yeah, I've never heard this girl's voice lines before, but she's pretty cool. I don't like her voice acting, though. It just sounds like they've just ran like a mile. Great Chaos Fireball. Wait, she can reinforce my Estus? That's cool.
Quail eggs.
Yeah, she's a firekeeper. Oh, nope, they left. They did not like me, apparently. They left.
Afraid I am. I'll be far, but promise that you will take care of yourself.
What is going on? What is the lore of this girl? What is the lore of Playlag sister? Is she just like, did she like get like an abortion or some shit? I don't know.
She's just sad because her sisters are dead, I think.
Well, she refers to me as Quaylag, and she was talking about how her eggs have gone still, so I don't know. You look like you're rotting.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the old ring makes her think that you're Quaylag, because that was a ring that she wore.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Phase 3 Nichiro time. Time to immediately kill him, because he's way easier than the other 2 phases.
Yeah, okay, I have an excuse for dying. I died in Phase 3 twice. But that was when I got to him. The reason, one, is because the first time I wasn't expecting the absolute sucker punch of the first, like, initial one shot that you can only, like, you just, you know, the one thing that he just throws at you where he just goes all in. I wasn't expecting that. And the second time was because I didn't know the timing on the lightning. The third time felt really good, though. Dude, what just happened to you right there? That is genuinely, like, one of the things that makes, like, that's, like, the scariest part of the, whatever it's called, the goddamn, the red parry, the circle parry.
The Mikiri counter?
Yeah, the Mikiri counter is because
I did it too early.
Isn't it like the same button as like the dodge?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's always scary because I'm always like dodging and then not. I'm actually gonna put on the FAP ring. I love fapping.
That's great. In my physics class today, we had to calculate the FAP.
Oh, is that like force acceleration rejection? I don't know.
It's force applied.
Oh.
But
should I just burn all my humanity too?
You could have called it force applied or force A, but instead he's like, yeah, we're gonna call it force FAP. Did that verbatim? I think he wanted to.
Dude, so there's a thing that happened in one of my classes 2 days ago. Because I don't know if your school does this, but my school, we have this thing where Thursdays and Fridays are what we call long period days, because they're block period days. Where on Thursday, we have period 1, 2, 4, and 6, but they all last like an hour and a half. And then on Friday, we have the remaining 3 periods that also last around the same, so we have a late start, so we just go in like an hour later. And during my long period on my 6th period yesterday on my long period, one of the students, because we have a lot of rowdy students here, and I'm in the countryside, so they're all like really strong-headed on their opinions. So one of the students, it's not like I disagree with this, but they were just talking about some crazy ass shit. They were talking about like the ATF and like a bunch of undercover shit and like Jeffrey Epstein, and my teacher, this dude, I kid you not, this guy looks like a giga nerd, right? He's got the glasses, he's got like the slicked over hair, and I don't know if this is actually the dude, but this guy actually sounds like the dude behind Daily Dose of Internet. I'm talking like one-to-one voice acting almost. Like, I think that my English teacher might actually be Daily Dose of Internet. But, so we were talking about, like, goddamn the Jeffrey Epstein and shit, and our teacher's like, I'm not really supposed to say this shit, and then he just agrees with everything that they're saying. Anyway, so yeah, that was an occurrence.
I love parrying big apes.
I'm just watching your stream right now because I'm getting souls.
I'm making jury duty.
What was that attack you just did with like the white slash that knocked him down?
That's the big attack. That's the one I use. The what's it called? Like the special move?
I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I think it's like weapon art or something.
Oh yeah, the weapon art. That's the weapon art I used.
Yeah, I had like 4 or 5 weapon arts, maybe 3 when I ended, and I only used one. I only used the Nightjar opener because that was like my favorite.
Oh yeah, they get better. This one you get from a gauntlet actually. The first one. It's actually really good. The coolest thing about it is that since it goes above, you can use it to counter lightning.
Oh really? That's crazy.
And it does more damage too.
Hey, how many humanity do you need to give to Quaylag's sister to open up the door to save Solaire?
I believe it's like 30 or 20.
30 or 20. Well, good thing I've only used like 1. Okay, I have 16, so I'm gonna just wait until I have enough to give it to her all in one burst. And while I'm here, I can probably get off the Uchi Katana, but I'm not gonna. While I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead down and see if I can yoink some drip from Ceaseless Discharge.
In my first playthrough, I just got the Poison Mist. I just got the Poison Mist and did it and saved Solaire that way. But in my second playthrough, which I did like earlier this year, I got I decided I wasn't using my humanities for anything, so I opened up the passage, but then I just let Solaire die anyways because I haven't had that happen yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to save Solaire just because I like him. And also because the only times I don't want to save Solaire.
Oh no! Not Headless Ape!
No! He's so dumb now, his brain is gone. But yeah, the only times I don't want to save Solaire is when I'm doing a cleric build because I really like his talisman because it has good magic attribution for specifically like Sunlight Sphere. I think that's what it does. I don't know, I always had better results with
please don't infect me with a massive centipede. Please, would be so horrible.
But you know, I always feel like, I don't know if it might be a hidden stat or it might just not be a stat at all, but I always remember Solaire's talisman having a better effect with the Sunlight Spears, like the Lightning Spear attacks, because he just used them. Alright, well I don't have any souls and I'm human, so I don't really need to worry about anything here, so I'm just gonna see if I can first try Ceaseless.
I love Headless Ape. I love
And also, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I do not remember how to do the I don't remember how to do the intended cheese with like keep falling off the edge.
I remember how. You have to go to
Okay, well it doesn't matter. It doesn't even matter, Sean. Look at my stream when you get the chance if you can, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Why? Why did you decide to attack him?
No, apparently him ripping out his arm has a hitbox. I got killed by him ripping out his arm.
Okay, so did you already pick up his sister's clothes?
Yeah, I did. That's how you get him to rip off his arm. You have to take his clothes to get him to rip off his arm.
Okay, so what you do... Oh, God damn it, I'm
dead, Sean.
I'm gonna pause it for a second. So oh, you killed him?
No, I'm dead. He one-shotted me with the animation of him ripping his arm out of his side.
I'm telling you how to kill him, even though you got the cloak. What you have to do is you have to go back to the cloakroom and wait for him to come to you, and then run all the way back.
Oh, okay, cool. Anyways, I'm gonna try out some drip real quick. I wanna see, are the pants better? Oh my, okay, Sean, my character is forming. I've never done this before. I don't know if you knew this, but I don't really do fashion souls that much. But let me, hold on. It's forming. That's a pretty good one. Oh, what is that?
I just murdered a headless ape.
Headless ape murdered. Headless ape found murdered. Headless ape found shot dead in Houston. Alright, Sean, here,
Sure.
come back to my stream, rate the drip. What do you think?
Alright, let me pull up the stream, bro.
Also, if you want, you can go back to 1 minute and 28 seconds, and check out how I died. What,
That's
you like
great,
it?
dude, I love it.
I love, this is
Yeah, I
Fungus
love
Munch.
it. I love Fungus Munch. Such a Fungus Muncher. Alright, Headless Ape down. I think the next one is the Corrupted Monk.
Isn't that the one that you can just one-shot?
No. And either way, I like to fight the... Well, technically yes, but there's an earlier version of Corrupted Monk that you have to fight first. However, I prefer to actually fight the Corrupted Monk because pulling off the one-shot is incredibly difficult and not intended, and also, I really like the boss fight.
I'm gonna leave a summon sign here at Quailag's Arena just to see if anyone wants to summon me. But yeah, fair enough, man.
Anyways, if you want to watch, you can, because the
I am
Corrupted Monk
watching.
is
I have
actually...
your stream up. I've had your stream
Oh,
up this
okay,
whole
cool.
time, dude. I've been
Oh,
looking
so you
back and
watched
forth
me
between
murder
your
a
game
funny
and
ape?
Yeah, I watched you murder the funny ape. Yeah, I've been watching your stream like whenever I just have like a downtime in my game, which is often. Holy shit! That guy looks fun. He's going ham. Is that actually him or is that like an apparition?
This is an apparition.
Okay. That actually pisses me off so much is that apparition is not a real word. It's always been an apparition and I hate that.
Did you not know it's always been apparition?
No, I
think
always
that's
thought it
just
was.
a you
I thought it
thing.
was apparition. I always thought it was apparition. I Mandela affected myself.
You Mandela affected yourself, bro.
I Pavlov
You're the only
myself
one
into
I've ever
thinking it
heard
was
that had that.
apparition. Because apparition, it just sounded better. I think I heard it in like some really bad British pronunciation of something, and I just accepted that as fact.
Apparition? Well,
No,
Mike,
I know why I always thought it was
you see
apparition
that
because
ghoulish
it's always
apparition, mate?
because
That's
you
like-
never
that's not
the
even
word
British, that's
because
like-
there is no word of apparate. It's always apparate. When you apparate, you like project yourself or like you just form into existence. But an apparition is the correct idea of that. I just hate that. Because apparate and apparition are essentially the the two tenses of the same
Isn't
word.
apparate the Harry Potter spell?
No, that's ejaculate. No, I don't know.
Then he teleports.
Ejaculongus. I don't know. But I don't know. But apparate is the correct pronunciation of that word, but apparition is also the correct pronunciation. But I always thought it was I thought it was always apparition because of the word apparate. Man, that boss fight looks fun. Man, this boss fight's crazy too. I'm climbing up ladders.
This is an incredible boss, bro.
You a fan of any of the Metal Gear games?
I've beaten the entirety of 5, and 100%ed it.
Was
I've
it
gotten
fun?
an S rank in every mission. Yeah, I love that game. It's great. It's very fun.
I just realized how funny it would have been if you just said, I got an S rank at every mission. I hated it.
It was the worst game I've ever played.
I'd rather eat actual dirt.
It was a bit disappointing though, because I did that all for the Raiden costume, but I then learned that the Raiden costume just makes you slightly faster, and like makes your steps look cooler. It does nothing else.
Owie!
That's me when owie.
I have a +3 Estus and I haven't even leveled Vitality, I don't think. Alright, well, Quailag's down, bells are rung. Let's go get my, the weapon I wanted to use this entire run, which is Ricard's Rapier. You wanna know something that I think is really dumb?
What?
Back when, Grimbly Bop was still in our group, I was doing a run with him.
Bob.
Yeah, I like calling them stupid, dumbass names.
No, it's funny.
Yeah, Grimbly Bop, Gersmont, and Gramblo, and Grimblo.
Gramblo. That was a good one.
Yeah, anyways, back when they were there, I had an idea, because I've always wanted to do this with someone in Dark Souls 1, but I can't find anybody to do it with. Because, well, I haven't really asked you yet. Grimbly was one of my, closer friends at the time, and Elijah just hates the Dark Souls series because he's bad at it. Anyways,
Oh yeah,
sorry if you're here,
he
Elijah.
couldn't even kill a tree.
No, he couldn't kill Cursewater Greatwood with me as his summon, and I was post-Wolnir. So, anyways, I was always wanted to do this thing where one of my friends, I get together with one of my friends, right? And one of us becomes a Gravelord Servant, and the other one of us becomes a Sunlight Covenant, and then transforms into Gravelord Servant. So one of us has a really high, really effective healing AoE spell, and the other one's a Gravelord Servant, so we can cause disasters with one another as a summon. So we could just have a really tanky dude and a healer as a Gravelord Servant disaster summon. So we would just cause disasters and then Gravelord the shit and have like a high healer. So what I wanted to do originally was have one of us do a fist build with the Cestus. And just have incredibly high vitality and just like Havel's armor and they just lumber slowly across and the other person just being like a really lightweight support healer. And so
my character's
go on.
strength healer, so I can... is there respecking in Dark Souls 1?
I don't know. Anyways, back onto my thing. So I was doing a build where I was going to be doing a Dex Faith build for healing, so Dex, so I at least had like a weapon to work with. And my weapon of choice was I wanted to do a really cool and unique and fun weapon that no one's ever seen before. So, possibly the coolest weapon idea I've ever seen in my life is the Chaos Blade, which comes from Quailag's soul. To get the Chaos Blade, you need a katana, which is only really the Uchi katana and like one other weapon in this game.
There's the washing pole.
Yeah, there is, which is like the one other weapon in this game, that's a katana. So, you have to get that to plus 10 and then, spec it into Quailag's Chaos Blade. Quailag's Chaos Blade is actively worse than the Uchi katana. Not because of damage, but because of scaling and the fact that its heavy attacks deal damage to you. It is actually a shit weapon. And which sucks though, because it's such a cool idea for a weapon, but it's just not good. Anyways, I just want to complain about that for a second. Yeah.
Who you fighting?
The Great Shinobi Owl.
Yeah, that's who I'm fighting.
That's the boy.
What he's gonna do? Look what he's gonna do.
Is he eating you?
No.
Did he just break your arm? What just happened? Oh, he's begging for mercy now.
Watch, I'm gonna do this.
Okay, well, ignore that. Were you supposed to attack him faster, or was that counting as like a scripted attack thing?
If you don't attack him, he'll call you a fool and do it anyways.
Okay. Also, what is the canon for like Elden Ring's existence? Because Patches is there.
I think that Patches is just like, honestly, I don't subscribe to the whole every FromSoft game is like connected theory. I think it's dumb.
Okay, well,
I think that they just have like.
Yeah, they just have like the characters.
I think that Patches is just kind of a funny character they like throwing in there.
Yeah,
like,
he
transcends
FromSoft games. My favorite headcanon for Patches existing in almost every FromSoft game, including Bloodborne technically as like the face spider dude, is that almost all of the worlds in
his name
FromSoft...
is still Patches. That is Patches.
Oh yeah, I'm aware. But my favorite headcanon for that I learned through an iFunny comment, surprisingly, is that all of the worlds of Dark Souls are stemming from the girl who made the painted world of Ariandel, and all of those worlds are just a painted world in and of itself. Because that technically just explains everything being in universe. Because
why is Patches there though?
Because Patches was in the area where I think Patches could have existed. I think Patches could have found his way to Ariandel. I'm not gonna lie.
But he was Lap in at the end of time.
Maybe he was, but I mean he's still a quirky dude. He can commit time.
No, it wasn't maybe.
I don't know.
He literally like reveals himself as Patches at the end.
Wait, of who? What? What's going on right now? Wait, hold on. I might be stupid. Hold on. What's going on?
So, the lore for Dark Souls 3 is that the Ashen World is in the future, and you transport there by touching the remains of Gwyn's daughter.
Yeah,
like,
I'm aware of that. Yeah, I'm aware of that.
Patches is in the future there. And he's gone hollow and lost his memory, and you have to unhollow him. You have to make him.
Okay. I see.
And he calls himself Lap.
Okay.
And he's actually a really nice dude.
Wait. Is that the
because it's actually
amnesiac that you can summon to fight the demons?
Yeah, that's him.
That's cool.
He's an NPC. You can talk to him there.
That's sick. That's actually pretty cool. I like that.
And I don't know. It just kind of seems off to me that somehow Patches would end up from getting from the end of time all the way to a painted world inside of a painted world.
Okay, so in that scenario, are we assuming that the painter comes after the Ashes of Ariandel?
Well, no, because the painter is Gale's, what is it?
Gale's, like, daughter?
No, not daughter, it's, what's the opposite of a nephew?
A niece.
Niece? Yeah, it's Gale's niece, and he specifically goes to the Ring City to eat the corpses of the pilgrims to basically make the dark soul within himself so that she can paint a world with the pigment of the black soul.
That's actually a pretty cool motive. But,
And he does that, right? He does that, and he goes hollow he just goes hollow. He just starts killing things. He doesn't even know who you are anymore. Well, he recognizes you, but he tries to kill you.
Yeah. Isn't it because he sees you having the dark soul? Funny name drop.
No, it's because he wants to eat you and get yours too.
This is
you
some
still
like
have a bit of humanity in you.
This is some like lame creepypasta shit, but yeah, I get it.
And that takes place in the future.
I'm aware that takes place in the future. And my headcanon for that is Ashes of Ariandel. Yeah, my headcanon is Ashes of Ariandel is post Dark Souls 2 because I do think that Dark Souls 2 has to coincide with Dark Souls 1.
Ashes of Ariandel takes place at the same time as Dark Souls 3. Wait, no.
Oh. Well, because it is a painted world, isn't it?
Okay, the Ring City takes place in the future. Ashes of Ariandel takes place during Dark Souls 3 because it is a painted world.
Yeah, it's a painted world.
Inside of the, well, really, it's just like a Gale gives you a slip of paper in the cathedral, and then you just teleport there. Because it's like a cut piece of the painting.
Yeah, I get that much. So, okay.
And
but
so
if that,
world.
Okay, let's take this for example. If that's a painted world, and we've confirmed that Amnesiac Labs is in fact Patches, then Patches is already in the painted world.
No, because Patches is in the Ring City, which is not in the painted world. That's in the second DLC area, with Gale.
Okay.
The niece and Gale. Okay, so the DLC goes this: Ashes to Ariandel is the painting. Freed is there. That's where you fight Freed. Ring City is a different place inside of the normal Dark Souls reality, outside of a painting.
Okay, so outside of the painting, inside of like the same place as like Lothric, we're saying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we're saying that it's in the same place as Lothric, and Lap is in the same place as Lothric.
The Ring City is not in the same place as Lothric. It's in the same, I guess. It's not.
Oh, well, I'm stupid. Hold on, I just died. Okay, but look, does the Ring City and Lothric take place in the same time?
They do, I think, yeah.
Okay, so we're assuming that throughout the progression of the story, Patches, like, concussed himself and then just forgot everything and became Lap? Like, at the same progression rate as you? Or are we assuming that it's the same... Go on, sorry.
He wasn't in the Ring City at first, but once you touch, what's the forgot. I think...
The paper?
No, I think it does take place in the future. Yeah, it does. The entire thing does, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. And, Lap is... The Ring City and Lap are...
Because I do remember hearing Patches being Lap, but I don't know. I just think Patches is a goofy guy.
Yeah, and then, if he's there, I don't think he can be at the Ashes of can't be in the painted world that Gale's niece is painting inside of the tiny slip of paper Gale gave to you that brought you to the painted world to begin with. That's like a painted world inside of a painted world.
Alright. Wait. Okay, I get you. Oh my god! I'm so bad at Dark Souls. Oh, I'm alive. Not for long, I'm not. Sorry, I got hit by a pendulum again, because I'm just trying to listen. But, I get that entire idea. It's just, there's so much convoluted shit in Dark Souls lore. I don't know, I just want to know, like, because I feel like there should be an in-lore reason for why patches exist on, like, every single, like, ultimatum in every single, well, not ultimatum, patches exist on every plane of existence in every FromSoft game.
He's just a coincidental character. I guess a lot of people
Yeah, like a calling card.
A lot of people, I guess people in FromSoft games are just predisposed to have babies that are bald and like hate clerics.
And also are named patches. No, because it's obviously the same patches in every game. There is no goddamn way that every game has patches betray you like twice and then become a merchant.
I think, to be honest, I think it's literally just a recurring character. I don't think he's the same patches in every game. I think he's except for Dark Souls, because that's Dark Souls. It's one series. I think it's different patches in each.
Is patches in Dark Souls 2?
I don't know actually. You might just still be hanging out in Mordrin when that happens.
Okay, because my headcanon was always Dark Souls 2 comes after Dark Souls 1 and possibly 3. Because Dark Souls 2 is, I get that it is a different place entirely, but the age has definitely progressed because during Dark Souls 2, there's already been a lot of time where the Hollows, like the Chosen Undead, the Hollows, and all that shit, they have obviously already gone through multiple cycles of kindling and rekindling and choosing not to kindle the fire and doing all that shit. Because it's just been happening over and over again. There's already been a lot of ages, which is why the era of giants has gone has become prominent again, which is why you can go and visit the giant kings and all that shit.
I'm pretty sure, Drangleic comes before Dark Souls 3, because specifically, you can find Mira's mask as a,
yeah, but that's another thing, though. Well, no, because there's also a Knight of Mira in Dark Souls 2. You can find him in the Lost Bastille.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the NPC that doesn't want her name to be forgotten.
I see, okay. But anyways, another thing that I have to say that Dark Souls 3 or 2 comes after 3 is because I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was Vodividya, but I do remember watching a big lore video on like the whole revealing of the Nameless King himself and him being connected to Ferosa, or like the Ferosa guards, because the Nameless King, their entire lore goes and coincides with both Ornstein and also just like the entire concept and idea and appearances of all the Ferosa Lion Guards, because all of those are identified as being like of or about, and all the armor pieces and shit being of or about a god of war that worked with dragons a lot and shit. And Ornstein's lore, specifically like the Dragon Slayer, most of Ornstein's lore coincides with him going and joining the Nameless King in his whole like Dragon Crusade shit. And that's one thing I do remember a lot of, though, because with that, you could technically infer that with all that shit, you can look at the Dark Souls 2 and a lot of the armor descriptions of mainly the Ferosa guards. I remember being the Ferosa guards, that they kind of worked either for or just with the Nameless King. And being a war god, I don't think his name was Ferosa. I think it was one of the things that coincided with his armor, though, because that was just like a big major thing with all of those things. I'm explaining this badly. There's a video on it somewhere. I forget where, though. God damn it, I hate this game. Alright, keep my audience entertained as well as your own. I'm gonna go put the dishes away. You still here?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm looking at if Dark Souls 2, like, officially takes place.
There's no officiality of it, because I think that is, like, the people who made the whole timeline were game journalists. Because I remember Googling it, and it's like, Dark Souls 1 first, and then Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 3, which I just don't agree with that timeline, because there's gotta be some crazy shit going on. FromSoft does not do shit like that. Anyways, I'll be seeing you in a minute.
Yet Creighton appears as a phantom. Hello? Javen? Javen? Are you there? Javen? Dang, Jaden died. Wait, no, it's Javen, not Jaden. Dude, I'm forgetting his name now. That's not good. Oh, this is my stream now. Javen isn't here to stop me. This is my stream now. Okay. So, I think you should support, little things. I think Javen agrees with me. He's willing to endorse this, or else he wouldn't let me on here. We should all do absolutely horrible, evil things, and do it in Javen's name too, so everyone knows. Say it's for the brand of the clown, perchance, or whatever his name is. Shit, I'm getting confused. Start saying evil, horrible, disgusting things. It'll be really funny, I promise. Super duper funny. Haha. Okay, not good at solos. Alright, so you guys aren't watching my stream, so I'm just gonna tell you what's happening. Fighting a big ape. He has no head. He's about to summon his wife. Big ape with a head, but with no sword, which is I think is a debuff actually. Also, she's not immortal, because I feel like that's a debuff compared to being a mortal ape. Mortal ape coming to theaters this July. There's an ape, a mortal ape. Stupid. This is a bad joke. Now is not the time for monkeying around. Monkey! 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 Hold on, how about this? No. Hey, how are you? Welcome to, what stupid shit can I do on Javen's? Welcome to Boyfriend Comforts You some more. Hello. My heart sweet. My heart sweet. I'm looking for my heart sweet. My name is Rookersville, Virginia. That's not his name, or her. That's not their name. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna form an opinion on that one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. My name is Christian Weston Chandler, and I do not support the LGBTs. I think that we should give all the gays hero. Something wrong. Something wrong with that Christian fella. Maybe they shouldn't have, that thing. Talking about thing. I think it was better if they didn't do that. On principle. No, don't do that. Get what I'm saying? Oh, is it still going? Oh, it is. This is my... I love it. It's my Javen cast. Really hope this is still going. Oh yeah, there should be people watching... there is people watching my stream. That'd be really sad. They're just watching me fight an ape while I cater someone else's one viewer, which is also me. This is just for me. All of this is just for me. I gotta do math work when I get done with this. That's alright, I can do that. Javen died. Javen died. Oh god. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Hey, don't do that. Stabbing is bad. Murder is bad. Stop that. Ow. Hey, that's no good. Remember, if an adult monkeys around with you in a way that you don't like, tell them no. The monkey mule. I'm just a monkus jubberdunkus, a little funkus fool. I love eating drain cleaner and peeing in the pool. Ow! Probably sounds horrible. I'm sorry. I'm the jubberdunkery boy. I'm playing with my jubberdunkery toy. Ow. Oh. Yo. Yowza. Hello, other ape. Don't attack me. Viciously murdering me. Tearing my insides out. Perhaps even. Perchance. Run, 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 run. Yeah, run for that. Hey. Ooh, 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 ooh. Not good. Hey, Titan. My beautiful caddis. My beautiful cat boy. Yeah, really? Oh, fuck. They did not. Did they really, Titan? You gotta tell them it's 4. If I die. Oh my god, I'm getting so close to death. Fuck. I'm going to use rice ball right now. I need the health. Oh my god, I need the health. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Come on. A little bit more, please. Yes. Yeah. I did it. I done did it. I done did it. I killed that. Done head will say. I done killed that head will say. I done killed that head will say. Is it still going? I done did it. I killed that. I done killed that head will say. I done killed that head will say. like this. It's still going. I don't kill that headless lady, bro. I done did it. I wonder if I kept doing that. I wonder how until it became unlistenable. I want to know. Ja, Jentelblad. Jentelblad. Oos. Yoda. Jentelblad. Wah, ah, wah, ah. You are a fool! Covered in drool! Little...
Hello?
Go back to school! Oh, Javen, you're back!
Yeah, sorry, I got into a much longer conversation. I was going to just do the dishes, and then I was telling my mom about an art project I might need her help with, because it's, like, based on me getting flowers from our property and shit. She knows where all those are. And she decided to just tell me about literally everything the world has to offer, apparently.
That's cool. I had a little podcast while you were gone.
Oh, cool.
I talked to everyone.
Yeah, our zero
about,
viewers, our collective 0 viewers.
Yeah, our collective one person that's also me.
Yeah, and also me, yeah. Hey, we help each other out.
Bros, fuck each other. That's how it is in this bitch of...
The dick in your ass might hurt, but that's just how it is in this bitch of a world.
That's fucking stupid. I was gonna tell you something too,
That's
but then I was
Elijah
like,
joke.
Javen, where are you? Where'd you go?
That's a straight up Elijah joke.
That it is. Greatest men.
Read as men?
No, I said the straightest men. I was
Oh.
gonna say something the hardest, but I couldn't think of anything funny.
Chodular the hardest.
Odular? Is that like some form of nudular?
No, I was just trying to think of a
Testicular
cool, like,
disease?
gladiator type name that had chode in it.
Chodustus? Tobuscus?
Choduscus!
Tobuscus!
Dude, yeah, he starts one of those Minecraft songs.
Hey dude, you want to see me kill an old man?
I'm watching you kill an old man. Yeah, ignore my Tobuscus remix penis mode on.
Penis mode activate.
Like my bulge. You could not afford a taste of my dick cord. Vile.
Is that what he said to those women he allegedly did bad things with?
Yeah, wasn't that proven false, by the way?
I have no idea if it was proven false or not. All I know is
I'm
that it like
90%
permanently
sure it
ruined
was.
his career.
Oh, it definitely ruined his career, but I'm pretty sure it was proven false.
Uh-oh. What's this?
Can you roll past the boulder in sentence?
I don't think so. I think if you try to roll past it, you're gonna get yourself killed. You like my sword, my diamond sword?
That was a classic, by the way.
I was personally a fan of Nugget and a Biscuit.
Dude, safety torch.
Put it on your porch, safety torch. Shut up.
Wake up, Jim. What if there's a monster?
I personally, I think my favorite was probably a Minotaur, tiny Minotaur, Tartar, or whatever.
You know, my dad's a fan of Game Grumps.
Your dad?
Yeah.
Your dad?
Yeah, my father.
I was a fan of him. I was like, does he watch the new stuff?
No, I didn't watch much with him. I just know he is a fan of them with the small amount that we did watch together, which was mostly the Punch-Out series.
I watched them when they were in the middle of the Dan era.
Oh,
And then I stopped watching because it got boring. Didn't really feel like watching them anymore, and then I watched Super Mega. and Oni plays.
I think there's another YouTuber or YouTuber group my father enjoys, but I don't remember exactly who it was.
The Amazing Atheist.
Is that an actual thing? I thought that was just like a thing that people joked about because it was funny to say the Amazing Atheist.
No, it's a real guy.
Oh,
Not
great.
only that, there was a leaked video of him masturbating with a banana.
What? How?
He shoved a banana up his butt.
Oh, I thought you mean he like fucked a banana.
The people do that. They put the banana peel around the gross.
It's just monkey business, babe.
That's a monkey. Shut up.
Dude, honestly, the mage lizards scare me so much more than the actual lizards because they're like giga bleed.
I have one video on this channel. I think it's the most recent one, called The Great Snake Disaster.
It's kind of funny. What's it about? I don't think I've seen it.
It's just me getting comboed in Sense Fortress.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The 90% of the content I watch of you is like the 3-second videos called Monkey Scream.
Sense Fortress is like 15 seconds long.
Yeah, okay, I might have seen it then, but I really just, I remember...
Dude, someone just... Dude, hold on, shut up. Dude, my biggest fan, my hot photo here, is commenting.
No way.
Check it out.
On your stream? Let me go to your live chat, hold on.
My
Chat publicly
hot
has
photo
clowned the
here for you.
refuted. I don't see anybody in your live chat.
Oh, I just got a notification that says, check my live photos.
I don't think that that's a... I don't think that that's a...
It's definitely a bot. I just thought it was funny.
Dude,
They're my biggest fan.
I've actually
biggest
had
fan.
I've had a couple randoms hop into my streams before. Oh shit, I just turned off the stream. Hold on, let me go back in. One of my favorite instances of people joining my streams randomly was when I was doing one of my Darkest Dungeons streams, because it was called like Literal Hell, No Actually, or something like that. I remember that I put on a Grave Robber. You play Darkest Dungeons, right? Have you ever?
I've never played Darkest Dungeons, nor do I know anything about it.
Okay, that's alright then. Anyways, during one of my streams, I remember one of these dudes popped in. 2 guys, actually. One of them left earlier. And so I was using the Grave Robber. The Grave Robber's entire idea is that they have like good poison damage, they have armor piercing, and they have a lot of movement. They're kind of like a well-rounded rogue-type character. Anyways, I was using one of them, and personally, I don't like the movement abilities on most characters except for Jester and the Highwayman, which is the dude with the gun and some other guy. So I didn't have any of the movement abilities on my Grave Robber. And it came time, at some point in time, to where this dude came in and he was talking like, dude, the Grave Robber's not good for your team composition because you only have one character who moves. And I was like, oh, I actually don't have any of the movements on this character. He was like, dude, that kind of sucks ass. And so we got into a fight, and he was just getting mad at me because I didn't have any movement on my character. And then I was just talking about how I didn't want movement on my character. And it got to a point where he just left, and then like 30 seconds after he left, I got into a scenario where if I had movement, I wouldn't have lost all 4 of my characters on the single mission. And it pissed me off so much that some random guy was right. Like, I'm talking the perfect scenario. Because there's a situation in some of the games where if you don't have good light, or if you have good light and it's just like RNG, then your characters can get ambushed, which shuffles around your team layout composition, which is a really big thing because some moves can only be used in certain positions. And so I got shuffled around, and I got put in the worst possible position with my healer in front with no attacks, and my only good DPS in the far back. And the problem is that they only move 1 space at a time, so I just couldn't do anything. And I lost, like, I don't think I lost all of them. I think I lost 2 of them, and then I lost the other 2 later. But, because I just did,
So
I
the
don't
dude lost before he could see the coup de grace of his own argument.
Yeah, but the fact that he won the argument was what pissed me off more, because him leaving was like a punch in the throat.
He didn't even know he won.
He was like a messiah. He was a guy named Pariah, dude. He showed me the way, and I rejected it, and that he was right after he left. He was dead. He died for my sins. But yeah, that was probably the worst interaction. Also, during one of my last Sekiro streams, I think, when I was getting up to Genichiro, like with all like the ninjas on the bridge, and they go, ah, you know. During one of those, a random dude hopped in and was just talking about like random shit. I don't remember what he was talking about. He was like my friend for a bit, and then he subscribed, and I never saw him again.
Aww.
I got Ricard's rapier.
Dude, speaking of random, some dude just joined.
Huh?
Yeah, some dude just joined my chat. I have 2 people watching now.
Yo, that's crazy. It's just me on my alt.
Is it really?
No,
They're
it's
gonna
not.
leave
It is
in like
not.
5 seconds.
It's not-
Exactly. They
Yeah,
just left.
They always do
just
that.
left.
They always leave after like 5 seconds. It's crazy. Us little viewers,
Yeah, I've
we
never
have it
had
rough.
I've never had someone who's actually stayed around to tell me I'm stupid and play the game wrong.
I have.
I wish I had that with you. Oh, I've never actually I've never actually legitimately beat Demon of Hatred.
Legitimately?
Yeah, I don't like the boss.
Oh, okay.
I can show you what I do to him. You know Demon of Hatred?
I think I do. I know the name very
by the
well.
way-
Isn't the Demon of Hatred the one that like breaks into the castle walls or something?
Sort of. Hold on. This is like one of my favorite bosses. There's a better
Yeah, I'll
version of
watch.
him later, but I just really like this boss.
I like how it just says owl, father in parentheses.
Because we already fought Owl once. You saw him. It was a great
Is
Shinobi
this
Owl.
in the, is this post Lady Butterfly? Is it in the same area?
This is post Lady Butterfly, but this is like this is like late game.
Oh,
You
I
have to
meant
come
like,
back
is
here.
this after Lady Butterfly? Because this is the same area.
Yeah, this is way after Lady Butterfly.
No, what I mean is, do you kill Lady Butterfly and then this is the next boss that you can fight? Is this like also an optional?
Yes, it's the next boss you can fight, but you won't be able to right after you kill Lady Butterfly.
Okay, thank you.
This guy is also optional because Lady Butterfly is optional. So I would no, never mind.
Sekiro fans when killing their father is optional. It shouldn't be.
For real, for real.
Sekiro fans, Mikiri countering all of the women's advances.
Spent all your time studying the women. Well, I've spent my time mastering shinobi and studying the blade.
Dark Souls fans forgetting to put soul levels into the showering stat. They put it all into adaptability and strength. So, a fun little fact about Ricard's rapier, because this is like one of my favorite weapons, and I think I'm like the only person who uses it for some reason.
Dark Souls 2 fans putting all their points into adaptability so they get more iframes when dodging women effectively.
Dark Souls 2
what
fans
about
pursuing
Ricard's
women in the
rapier?
middle of the night. It's a Dark Souls 2 reference.
Okay, what about the Ricard's rapier?
Ricard's rapier is genuinely just better when one-handed in every single way, shape, and form. It's like the only weapon that is actually worse when two-handed. It's because the heavy attack just is not good two-handed.
That's pretty epic. You should try slaughtering children.
I should try
Rapier.
watering children?
Slaughtering children.
Why
with a
can't I
real
parry
rapier.
him? He's immune!
Elijah, when I say Javen's name wrong and accidentally say Elijah.
Elijah, when I mentioned men.
Oh shit. Elijah, when I mention men, is one. He's a man. He likes them a lot. Wants to kiss them and rub them and smell them.
Okay, Sean.
Just like
That's,
me.
I don't think you gotta go that far. I think it's funnier if
So
we
he
just
li-
degrade him.
I am.
Yeah, but that's not like that. That's weird. Jesus Christ! Your screen just flashbanged me.
My screen?
Yeah, no. So you know how I just have my phone open on your stream, in by the bottom left of my view. It's on my bed on my phone, and just a bright flash of colors just happened, and I actually had to, I had to squint through that. That like illuminated my room. Yeah!
Shut up. Shut up, you're stop.
Skeletor placing a bomb
You're stupid
in
ugly.
He-Man's car.
Me when I place a pipe bomb in the President of the United States vehicle on October 13th, 2023.
Me when I'm... Okay, Ted Kaczynski, chill. Dude, that is a shirt I really want. Is the Theodore Kaczynski vote by mail mugshot?
Oh wait, wait, hold on. This is live. I've recorded. No, I've recorded me saying that. Okay, for legal reasons, that was a joke. I did not
Also,
mean
you're
anything. I said
you're
that was
also
a
in a
joke.
PlayStation party chat, which means that your every word is being recorded. For the PlayStation people, I am not lying. This is not a joke. Let's see them come for me.
Hey, FBI fellas, you're kind of smelly. Poopy head.
I hate the federal beret of anus.
What? Did you say Bareu? It's
Yes.
Bureau.
Is it bureau? Oh yeah, 'cause bureaucrat.
It's Bureau.
Shit.
Did you honestly think it was Bureu?
I definitely thought it was Bereu. Yeah, I definitely thought it was Bereu.
It's Bureau.
Okay, Sean, that's funny and all, but I definitely have proof of you talking about your smelly pink stink flaps in my Clash of Clans server.
No, you don't. You can't prove that Pinor 2 fella is me.
Pinor 2? Why are you the second?
The first one died in a car accident.
Sean, were you ever on that no, you weren't, were you? No, never mind.
What, Big Win Football or whatever?
No, the big Minecraft server that Cody, Elijah and I were on, where Elijah built a Lidl and we were just messing around with redstone. You weren't on there. But, I definitely remember, because,
no, wait, he built a Lidl as in the Swedish restaurant, or he built a Lidl as in like a ladle?
No, a Lidl, Lidl is not a Swedish restaurant, it's like an Indian Walmart.
You mean, it's the yellow one, right?
Yes, Lidl. You know, have you not heard that one song?
That's
One day I went to
Swedish.
Lidl. I went to go shoplift at Lidl. Then I got caught at Lidl. Now I don't go back to
That's not
Lidl.
Indian. That's
Is that not Indian? I
That's
thought it was.
Swedish.
I thought that was because of the dude's funny accent.
The dude's funny accent is just European.
It's not European.
Accent.
I am. Okay, I'm good. Sorry, the Iron Golem grabbed me.
Me when Iron Golem grabs me, he grabs me.
I am fighting Iron Golem as a Dex thrust build.
How did you already get through the entirety of Sen's Fortress?
Uh-huh.
I always stopped at Sen's Fortress for stuff. I guess if you just run through it.
Oh my god, he's grabbed me twice! Please, no. Okay.
Your head grabbed itself. Bruh.
I'm gonna pop humanity and summon Carcass.
Bruh, we popping humanity. Oh yeah. Are you still in a fight? Or did you
No,
die?
I just got thrown off for the first time. I've never been thrown off before.
Okay, hold on. I want you to join the stream, because I want you to see how I deal with Demon
I have
Hatred.
been on your stream this whole time, Sean.
I want you to watch it then, closely. Don't fight anything. I just want you to watch this.
Oh my gourd. Oh, you do this tech.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot how to ledge grab. Oh shit, it's okay. It's
Whittle it down with shurikens.
I'll run out of bunny juice. Shit,
Money?
that was too early. No, karma tokens or whatever they're called.
Karma token? I thought they were just like... are they? I don't know. I thought they were like emblems or some shit. Hold on. What are they called? Like...
Oh, they're karma emblems, yeah.
Yeah, coupons.
It did it too late. Karma coupons?
Hit the Groupon for 10% off your next shuriken. Or your money back.
Hey guys, it's actually a sponsored stream. You can go to Honey.
By Groupon.
You can go to Honey to save 100% off your next order. I promise.
Go to honey.com and save 100% next off your street prostitute.
Shut up. Shut up.
Or takeout.
Alright. Look at this, watch this.
I'm watching you fail to jump like 80 times.
Oh, you're still there? I killed him.
Oh, there you go. Oh, you're still, there you go. You just got the jump.
Epic.
Epic momento. Epic momento. Do you think there'll be people wanting to get summoned at Iron Golem? Because Iron Golem is where I did my summon farming.
No. Why would I? Iron Golem's easy.
I'm a dex build!
I was a strength build.
Be better than this.
Wait, hold on. Why did I get rot essence for the timid maid for getting into a fight with Genichiro? Hold on, look at this.
What does that mean?
I don't know. A timid maid is dying of coughing. Oh no.
Genichiro is holding your favorite maid hostage.
You have to stop him now. You have to wire me $10,000 directly into my PayPal account, or I will never stop crying.
Okay, it's like, Wolf, listen to me, man. Look, I will kill this maid if you don't wire this rich Nigerian prince half of your equity.
The dragon's equity.
Could you imagine like a pop-up like Dragon Equity? Here's how to manage your bank account. Is Wolf on welfare? Save 50% or more off. Save 50% or more off car insurance. Use code.
With Geico.
Use code Sword Saint on Honey. Tarkus got grabbed! Oh no, he's fine. Oh, I got grabbed! That's not good! Tarkus, help! Oh shit. I gotta beat this boss first, hold on. Ow! What happened to my internet? Why does it suck now? Alright, here, I'm gonna rejoin the party now. I'm aware I left the previous party due to an error. What happened to my Wi-Fi? Hey, sorry. Apparently, I don't know what just happened, but I don't know. They didn't like that one.
You were screaming about. You were like, "Oh my God, Tarkus!" and then you left.
Yeah, it's just Tarkus got grabbed, and then I just got kicked from the party. I'm gonna pop.
Currently killing the final boss.
I'm gonna pop a Ring of Sacrifice on right now because I'm scared that one of the giant knights are gonna kill me because I'm doing a dex build. Oh, I can't.
Are you watching me absolutely destroy this boss?
Dude, actually, hold on. Wait,
boss.
yeah, okay, I see you destroying that. Sean, I need you to listen to me right now.
Yeah.
I'm carrying like 40. Is it worth trying to get to the giant? Is it worth trying to get to the giant blacksmith, like before going, or should I just? I don't want to go through Sens again.
I mean, do you have any boss souls to make weapons with?
I need to get there so I can upgrade my weapon.
Oh.
Screw it. I'm gonna go. I have a ring of sacrifice on, and I'm pretty confident. I don't know how to get to the giant blacksmith, but I'm confident. I have a ring of sack. And I'm fat rolling. Oh god, I'm fat rolling.
Bro, same. I also have a sack ring.
Okay, I'm taking my shirt off.
Open my dearest possessions drawer. Hello, Titan. Would you like out?
Dude, he is so loud.
Titan is a very whiny boy. I will let him out. Yes, I know.
Do not let him loose.
He's loose!
He's loose! Have you seen that one image of, like, Boris Johnson escapes into the ocean?
Who?
Boris Johnson. I think it was like a senator or something. Like a prime minister of Britain.
A senator of Britain? No, he was the prime minister.
That's what I just said. He escaped into the
you
ocean.
said senator.
I did, and then I fixed myself.
I didn't hear you.
Anyways, he fled into the ocean.
I was too busy making fun of you. He did what?
He fled into the ocean.
No, he didn't. I don't believe you. You're lying.
Check the news.
He fled into the ocean?
He left.
He fled Britain via the ocean?
It's a joke image, I get that, but I just think it's funny, the idea of, like, he's gotta get out of here, so he just goes by water. Like, no boat or anything, he just walks into the ocean and leaves.
Where is he gonna show up? Where do you think he should show up?
India.
he took the long way around.
Yeah, he could've just walked there.
Go around Africa. What do you just...
Yeah, he doesn't want to be seen there. He's public enemy number one.
That reminds me of this one image I found. Boris Johnson at a park in the middle of the night. He looks like he's dying on a swing set, and he's getting pushed by someone. He's getting pushed by this executive that looks happy, and there's a quivering child in the corner.
Do you have that downloaded?
I think I do, hold on.
Can you please send that to me? I would love that. Dude, I literally deal no damage. Deck build sucks. Ah, I've been flattened. Also, for not having, like, any armor at all, I am doing surprisingly well against a gargoyle.
Alright, where do you want me to send this to?
Discord.
Alright.
Ah! He can fly!
Stop screaming. Screaming boy.
I'm scared. I literally am dealing like 23 damage and 13 damage every hit, Sean.
Dex builds stay losing.
I haven't upgraded my weapon.
The last thing you sent me was a FNAF character doing the Gangnam Style with the text, "What's cooler than being cool, ice cold?"
that is the most. I love surreal gifts like that just make no sense at all.
Yeah, I like them too. Anyways,
like who made that and thought that was appropriate to what context did that have? In what context do you need what's cooler than being cool, ice cold with like a woman in a suit dancing?
I sent you the image.
Hold on, I'm beating up a gargoyle. Sean, I have spent like 10 minutes fighting this gargoyle, and he's not even that low yet. Well, yeah, he's actually kind of low. Die!
Me when I see a child.
I hate children.
At school.
This sounds like a Jackbox prompt. Oh, sorry, I had to make the hollow the hollow male hurt noise. No! I finally killed him. Oh my god, that actually took forever. Alright, I'm just gonna Vine Thud. What is this? What is this image? That doesn't look like he's sad and or dying. That looks like he's like a troll. He looks like an actual
He
ogre.
looks like a troll.
He looks like an ogre. He looks like he just like walked in and like forced the child off of the swing set and like, this is mine now. Also, the guy in the back looks like a Gmod or a Half-Life scientist.
He does.
This is literally just my Gmod server.
This was actually rendered in a really realistic Gmod.
That's shaders. But he just looks like the goddamn. You ever hear the song Dayman?
The what?
Dayman.
He looks.
Fighter of the night, man. Champion of the sun. You haven't heard that? That's what this man. He looks like the goddamn troll toll man. Anyways, it just looks like he was like. I don't know.
David,
the guy in the back is like. What?
David,
are you dying?
I just got killed by Junichiro.
Anyways, the guy in the back looks like it is his best day ever. Like this man's dream was to push Boris on. Boris looks like he's either like thinking about eating people or just got done eating people. Also, that or he's taking the most earth-shattering shit known to man. The child just looks like a child. They just look like exasperated. But yeah, this image is great. Anyways, let me see if I have.
What is the child holding? Is that a pickle?
Wait, hold on. Let me see. It's a goddamn pickle.
Average day in Britain.
This is like their state code. This is what's on the This is on Channel 7 every day. Hold on, let me look up the image I was talking about Boris Johnson escaping into the ocean.
Look that up too.
No, I want to look it up so I can. No, don't look, please.
Okay, I won't. Actually, does it like a boss?
Hold on, I found it. I just gotta find a version that doesn't have the red arrow on it. Like, did you look it up anyways?
I didn't. I'm just looking at pictures of Boris Johnson.
Oh, okay. Look,
so
I'm gonna send
funny.
I'm gonna send you the image now.
He looks like a clown.
Following his resignation, Boris Johnson has escaped into the sea.
Let me see this.
That is genuinely one of my favorite images of all time, just because, like, the concept of, like, he resigns, and he's just, like, having a horrible... People are, like, hunting him down, so his only option is that he's gotta go by sea. He's gotta get into the water.
Oh, is that what Boris Johnson looks like right now?
I
Hold
think
on.
so. Also, the even funnier concept I think of that image is that some random guy just has a picture of, like, Boris Johnson half naked running into the sea. Like, where do you get that shit?
There's this image that The Guardian used an hour ago, and Boris Johnson looks so different.
He's old,
like,
man. He's
completely...
aging poorly. He aged like fine milk.
Like, he's not even pretending to have, like, what was it called? The thing where you try to hide your bald? You're bald?
Toupee?
No, I think it's just when you, like, cover your head with other hair.
That's called a toupee, I think. Or you mean just a wig?
No, your own hair. You just squish it over the bald spot so it doesn't look as bald.
A comb over.
The comb over, yeah. He just got rid of the comb over, and his hair is, like, graying now. Now that he's no longer prime minister, it's just graying normally. He just looks like some washed-up politician. Like, at least before he looked funny.
He is literally just some washed-up politician.
He is, I know, but at least before he was a funny-looking one.
Does he just look like Bernie Sanders now?
No, he doesn't. He's not that old. He just looks like he looks like a really fat Vladimir Putin.
Oh, okay. Also, one thing I found that was a really funny point that got brought up, I don't remember when, but Vladimir Putin's like arch nemesis right now, being the president of Ukraine, is literally just named Vladimir. Like, that is cartoon levels of bullshit. That is Link and Dark Link. Vladimir and Vladimir. That is actual, just like, that is just That is Mario. That is Sonic and Metal Sonic levels of bullshit. That is just the same person's name. Also, it's pronounced the same way. It's just got a different spelling.
Dark Vladimir.
Also, have you seen the image that I like to send frequently of Metal Mario played by Metal Chris Pratt?
Please send that to me. I sent you pictures of Boris Johnson, by the way.
Oh, I love Boris. Me shopping for groceries. Pecan to Peach's time. Boris Johnson? And then he's like, I'm escaping into the ocean or something. I don't know. What's his catchphrase?
What are you talking about?
What is Boris Johnson's catchphrase?
I'm escaping into the ocean.
Is that what he sounds like?
I don't know what he sounds like. I've never heard it. Hold on.
Boris Johnson voice. Boris Johnson voice actor.
Voice actor? He's a voice actor. Hold on. I've got Boris Johnson voice. The highs and lows impersonating Boris.
Is there a Boris Johnson impersonator?
Boris Johnson with English subtitles.
What does that mean?
Dude, English speech live right now.
The English dub? They have the English sub? It's my favorite anime. Brexit.
English Speeches has 46 people watching.
Brexit is my favorite anime. Brexit's Bizarre Adventure. Hey, you want to hear a really rough question I saw brought up on my favorite racist social media app? Oh no, you go first. You go first.
iFunny?
Yeah, it is iFunny, but it's something that I feel like you and I could talk about real quick. But go on, you first.
Okay, how about Britain's Johnson visits Ukraine President Zelensky in Kiev, and it's just this incredibly toned man meeting with this mop head forehead.
What are you talking about? Did you send me an image of that?
I can send you an image, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's hilarious.
Anyways, oh god, we're live streaming. This might not be the best topic, but hey, no one's watching. So I've got a topic for you. All right, so you a fan of ye old JoJo Bizarre Adventure, yeah?
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, you have to have sex with one male JoJo character of legal age. Who is it? You have to.
Johnny.
Oh, the cripple?
Technically not at the end, but yeah.
Okay then. Well, good conversation. Glad we got to argue about that.
I don't know what you expected out of me, bro.
I don't know. I expected
gay.
like a Dark Souls 1 versus 3 type argument where it's just like crazy. Oh shit, I almost died there. You know, I'm gonna get out of here. Also, I don't know if I told you this, but so at my school, I just realized that my sense of humor is very mundane, but also not because, I don't know, it's different. Because one of the funniest things I've seen at this school year so far was 2 kids pranking a kid in like the most harmless way possible. So it was like during one of the long period things. And so they're all friends, right? And they tried to do like, they decided to do like the weirdest prank I've ever seen. So what happened was, there's these 2 kids, their names are like Tristan and Leviticus, I think. But they just call them like Levi. Because, like, who the hell calls him, like, a Greek emperor name? Anyways, so, the kid Tristan, he throws, like, a ranch packet, I think, at the Levi kid. Or maybe it was the other way around. And either way, one of them gets, the ranch packet explodes halfway through flight, right? And they get it on the other dude's backpack. And so he throws it back and it gets on the other dude's pants. And so they get into a fight, but they're like washing the ranch off and shit. While they're washing the ranch off, 2 kids take Tristan's backpack and they empty everything out of his backpack. And they're struggling, right? They're like struggling to get this backpack open and take it out. And after they get everything out, they take the backpack and they reach inside it and they turn it inside out. And they put the handles on the inside and they put everything back in, they zip it up the best they can and they just set it down. And during this whole process, they take like 3 minutes trying to do this because they are not good at doing this, but they're trying. And so they're struggling with this backpack inside out while they're like rushing for the time constraint. and they eventually get it to turn inside out. And at this point in time, I am just laughing hysterically for some reason. But they get it, and he comes back, and they're like, "What are you guys laughing at?" And they're just, and I'm laughing, and they're laughing. Everyone's just like slightly giggling, and it's. And he comes back and he looks at his backpack, and he's sitting there, and he's just like, "Dude, what the hell? You just made my backpack just a sack. It's just a bag. It's just a sack now." And I don't know. I think he might have had to been there, but that is genuinely one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Was he just made this man's backpack just a sack?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, obviously you weren't laughing nearly as hard as I would, so it's obviously really good. But I thought it was pretty funny.
I think it's alright. Fun.
I don't have any embers.
This is what Boris Johnson sounds like.
Deal with the hard questions. And this year, we gave them what they needed.
So he sounds exactly like you were voicing him.
I guess. I guess.
Also, I don't know if you give a shit, but I have a Clash Royale representation of 9/11.
Whoa, you have a what?
You wanna see it?
I'm interested. Yeah. Well, what does that imply?
God, how do I send it to just you and not M. Dickie's Gay Rat Empire?
You can send it to that. I don't care.
M. Dickie's Gay Rat Empire. That's such a horrible name.
Why
God damn it.
Make the... Haha.
Hold on, let me go port the MP4 to another MP4. Jimmy Twice. Such a horrible name.
Twice. Guy's nice.
Oh god,
Boris
I just realized by
Johnson
changing my
gets-
YouTube profile picture, my entire Google profile picture is now just a clown image.
You didn't know that would happen?
No, I thought it would have just been just YouTube. Here, I'll just send you a bunch of videos. I'm gonna end the stream, actually. I'm done with Dark Souls 2 right now.
Yeah, I mean, I only did it for the Mortal Gauntlet, and then I got killed.
That was fun, though. It was fun watching you, cheese a boss and then beat everyone else.
And then die.
Yeah, that too.
Twice goes on a mortal journey.
Will he bust a nut, or will he die trying?
What?
Buster died trying. That's the state of this world. This dog-eat-dog world.
Two dogs, two balls. Hold on, I'm gonna add more files and I'm gonna convert some other files so I can send you a... Okay, I'm gonna end the stream right now. Also, what did you mean by Ujigatana merchant be like, ow, ga, be ga, hee hee hee?